All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have showtime in just a few minutes. Showtime is just a few minutes away. Please find your seats, grab your drinks. Thank you. One more time, just letting you guys know, we will be starting in just a few minutes. Please find your seats and grab your drinks. Thank you.
Just so you're clear, I have no fucking idea, dude. I know blue. Is this side blue? Just whatever blue is, they're fucking right. Okay, alright. I'll let you know. Okay. How about this? Char is in blue. Where's Char? Okay. Yes. No, we got it. We got it. Thank you.
sound guys are the ones that need to do it.
I need all officials to stage side, please. All officials to stage side.
It's not up here. It's not up there. Okay, you want to go tell them? Yeah, I'll talk to them. Okay, go ahead. Go on.
The sound guy. You want me to ask Elliot?
If you, yeah, I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. Because apparently they had an inconvenience or something. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, he says he's gonna crank it up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Egyptian Theater in the beautiful city of Boise, Idaho. Tonight, we would like to present Northwest Submission Challenge 2. Now, before we begin, as always, we do have to thank all of our sponsors for helping us put on tonight's event. Please first follow Northwest Submission Challenge on Facebook and Instagram, and visit NWSubchallenge.com. Register to compete for next events, rules, news, fight cards, and more. And our sponsors, Perigee Group Construction. Perigee Group is a Boise-based general contractor specializing in medical, retail, and commercial construction. A to Z Development. A to Z Development is a Boise-based construction company specializing in all forms of residential, commercial, and industrial construction. We Defy Foundation. We Defy Foundation is dedicated to improving the lives of our military-based combat veterans through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and physical fitness training. Datsusara Hemp Gear. Datsusara specializes in gear bags, clothing, and martial arts gear made of hemp. And they do have a booth out front in the lobby. Go visit their booth. There is a raffle going on tonight to win some prizes. The raffle will be tonight after the event, and you do have to be present. So go get your raffle tickets to win some prizes. Also, Athlete by Nature, a sublimation company, screen printing, and graphic design company specializing with no minimum custom printing. Idlewild Brewing Company. Idlewild Brewing Company is a newly opened craft brewery in Garden City. SBL Entertainment. SBL Entertainment takes their shows from on sale to sellout while handling every promotional aspect along the way. Prehab Health and Performance. Prehab has put together an approach to improving health and increasing performance that is unduplicated anywhere. Also, get through these guys, I promise you. Without these sponsors, we don't get to put on tonight's show. And also, if you're part of the group be sure to clap your hands. Be proud of your group for helping put on tonight's event. Ageless Men's Health, a national leader in conservative testosterone replacement therapy for men and women. Elemental Labs. Element Labs and Element Electrolyte Drink have taken hydration to the next level. And Seltzer Health. We are proud to have Seltzer Health as our esteemed sponsors tonight for the Northwest Submission Challenge. As part of Intermountain Healthcare, their mission is to help people live the healthiest lives possible through exceptional value-based care. Now, I'd like to ask all of you to direct your eyes to the screen. We have a video from We Defy Foundation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you're able, for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Your judges tonight, Glenn Hutchison from the base, Ryan Andrews from Alliance, Jake Martinez from SBG, Beto Fadul from Gracie Baja. Your referees tonight, Jeremiah Hooker and Dominic Galaccio. Your physician in charge tonight is Kyle Frost. Your commentators tonight, Mark Woodall and David Dickman. Your timekeeper tonight, Roy Craddock. And your matchmaker responsible for all of our fights tonight is Cameron Moore. And now, who's ready to see this? Let's bring on our first grappler. Termino. Scheduled for 5 minutes in the blue belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 164.8 pounds. He is trained by SBG Idaho. From Boise, Idaho, please welcome Trevor Thiel. Weighing in at 163 pounds. He is trained by 208 Jiu-Jitsu from Nampa, Idaho. Please welcome Oscar Trevino.
Hey, this is David along with Mark Woodall. Thank you for joining the broadcast today.
Thanks, David. It's going to be an exciting night tonight, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness, look at it coming out. All right, so right now we've got SBG Idaho and 208 Jiu-Jitsu out of Nampa. Just getting grips right now. They're going to feel each other out for a little bit. Oh, pulling guard. That's great. Into half guard. Getting all those nerves out. So what the judges are looking for is dominant position, right, Mark? What else are they looking for here?
They want a lot of action. At the rules meeting, they had a big emphasis on action and progressing. Even if you are in a dominant position, they still want to see action out of you and not just maintain the dominant position.
As we just witnessed something passing guard. Oh, he jumped over, my goodness.
Nice movement by Oscar there.
Yeah, this is a submission only, so the dominant positions are only going to help if you're not going to make that time, right? So you see we have about 4 minutes left. The blue belt matches have about 5 minutes, and they'll incrementally go up as we go on to purple, then brown, then black.
Did you see Trevor here in the dominant position as you
Yes.
were speaking about, David? And he's still, the judges want to see him stay active and not just hold Oscar down.
This fight's brought to you by We Defy Foundation, dedicated to improving the lives of our military, disabled combat vets through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and physical fitness. Everyone in the Jiu-Jitsu community really knows about We Defy, right, Mark? I mean, it's kind of hard to not know and support what they do. So certainly from the broadcast booth up here in the Egyptian Theater in Boise, extended to everyone that's out there, certainly support everything that they're doing for combat veterans out there.
Without a doubt, well said. And I don't think I've come across a jiu-jitsu gym yet that does not give discounts on top of that to service members and first responders.
Good. Okay, so we got Oscar and Trevor here, and it's looking, they're disengaging. Okay, he wants a reset. Powerful Jeremiah being our ref today. We do have judges. The judges are looking for dominant positions here. Of course, what we are looking after is submission. Why? Because we have submission of the night. We also have match of the night. The more exciting, that'll be voted on, and we will decide at the end of the broadcast. So if you're at home and you'd like to engage with us, you can through Instagram, NW Sub Challenge. On Facebook, it's Northwest Submission Challenge. And let us know what you're feeling.
Oscar trying to work quick to pass the guard here.
He's taking it back here. He's got to get some hooks, bringing it back. He's got one hook in, looking for the other. Okay, so now it's just a hand fight here, Mark. Walk us through it.
Oscar's trying to hand fight with him to get this choking side down. If not, he's probably going to look for some sort of reversal into a mount from there. If the hand fighting does not become successful for Oscar in the dominant position here.
So the back is the dominant position. He's got to be careful. His ankles are crossed. That's a big no-no. Okay, they open back up. Let's see what's happening. Oh, okay, so he went to the weak side of the back. He's trying to get the arm. It looks like he's got the arm.
Great sweep by
It's a
Oscar.
tap. That's fantastic. That is a tremendous attack. Weak side from the back, grabbing the arm bar by swinging that leg around. Tremendous.
Great job by Oscar there, being very patient. He did not come out on top early as Trevor did, but Oscar kept his cool, kept working, got into the dominant position he wanted. Trevor perhaps got a little tired, and Oscar took advantage of it.
Yeah, that's tremendous. What a great win to start off the night for 208 Jiu-Jitsu. And shout out to their owners. Here it is. Winner always got to tuck in his belt first. There we go. Yes, sir. And he's got to be so pumped. Well earned. 208 Jiu-Jitsu. Brent, did you see how big their?
They have three athletes in the competition tonight, and that's a good early win for Oscar in 208 Jiu-Jitsu early.
Yeah, I talked to Mel earlier, Campanella, and she's just wonderful. And shout out to them. And their facility is so big out in Nampa. Really inspiring and uplifting. I love what they're doing out there. So shout out to them. What a big win for them. And what a great match there. That was really well matched up.
Without a doubt. Both athletes came out. It looked like they both had a great plan. They both were prepared.
Let's see what the
Movement
announcers.
communication. Let's hear one more time for Oscar Tremino, your winner. All right, next up to the mat, let's bring out Elijah Bainbridge.
Here comes Elijah Bainbridge out of West Idaho BJJ.
There's Elijah. He was at the World Series of Jiu-Jitsu event at the base not too long ago. I saw him compete there. Very good jiu-jitsuer and great coach. With,
and now please
Tom
welcome
Steele
Chris
and Team
Alvarez.
Masso over in West Idaho Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
He looks so calm. Look at him.
He is a Pan bronze medalist, David.
It's tremendous.
That's quite the tournament.
That is quite the tournament. Here we got Chris Alvarez from Driven Jiu-Jitsu. Pretty pumped up.
This is a 185 gi match, sponsored by Datsura.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is sponsored by Datsusara Hemp Gear. Scheduled for 5 minutes in the blue belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of the blue corner, He's a blue belt weighing in at 182 pounds. Trained by West Idaho Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. From Nampa, Idaho, please welcome Elijah Bainbridge. And grappling out of your red corner, he's a blue belt weighing in at 182 pounds. Trained by Driven Jiu-Jitsu. From Nampa, Idaho, Chris Alvarez.
Both athletes weighing in at 182 for this 185 gi match.
Yeah, most of these, there's a few, right, that aren't within pounds of each other. Oh, look how calm he is. Oh, he pulls guard right away. This is very much out of that Yamaso Jiu-Jitsu. You've got to watch out for them. They're so sneaky. They're so freaking good. I love it. Okay, so he's going to pull that leg around, and he's going to – so you have to remember that knee bars, toe holds, ankle locks, they're all available at blue belt level. And this is separate because it's a submission-only match, right?
And Chris is going right after it, David.
Wow, he's grabbing that leg. What's he on, a knee bar?
Look like a TOEFL.
Is that what he's doing?
No, both
He's
athletes
inverting.
are
It's beautiful. He's
free
got to
now.
get that hook out. He better.
just great jiu-jitsu. I was lucky enough to be taught by Tom Steele for a while, been in plenty of his classes. Great instructor over at West Idaho Jiu-Jitsu.
Look how calm he is right now. Yeah, that's a smart move by the referee here. And they need to stay locked up. It's super important because if you disengage and re-engage, there's a lot of arguments about where stuff is. So.
And the referee is Mr. Jeremiah Hooker, who I think was the winner of match of the night.
Match of the night was super exciting. It was a brown belt match against Dustin Herman. And what a wonderful match. Okay, so now they're in half guard, top half guard for Elijah. Now what they're looking for is looking for that cross face, and he wants to climb. So he's got kind of that staple with his right leg that you can't really see right now, but he's got that stapled. So that left leg is it's getting blocked by Chris Alvarez's right knee. So he's either going to cut to his Elijah's right. Okay, so he got that knee shield back up now. Great patience. 3 minutes left to work. Some people typically freak out, myself included when I was a blue belt.
Not these two great competitors, showing a lot of poise, a lot of patience, and going through their steps methodically.
So what does Chris have to do here, Mark, in order to turn this fight around? Because he's obviously being aggressor.
Well, there he's going for the sub with the arm, or if he wanted to go for the sweep, he'd want to try and position his hips underneath Elijah's hips to get the sweep, but it looks like he's looking more for the sub, naturally at a sub-only event.
Right. You got to be patient. Can't overcommit, though, right?
He's got a nice hook on the foot. Oh, nice roll by Elijah. Looks like both these guys are going for, Chris wanting to get the crowd into it as Elijah goes for another lower leg submission.
And that's what judges are looking for. If you have a toe fold and you're grimacing, that's going to be counting towards something, right? Oh my goodness.
And Elijah got it.
Yeah, I think the ankle popped for sure. I think I saw it go.
You see that the main step there with Elijah, like, as he got the proper grip, he brought both of his elbows more towards Chris's backside, and then that's when he was able to put the pressure and finish the toe fold.
Yeah, he brought that toe to the butt is what you got to do there. Ruthless.
Exactly. Not knowing if this is a family-friendly event or not, David, I use the word backside instead, but you're 100% right. Bring the toes to the butt, and Chris is being brought off the mat, which is unfortunate to see.
It is. We hate seeing people get hurt. You know, it's just an event, but we got to tap early and often. I did watch that ankle pop. Not devastating, like, you know, getting omoplated and, you know, or getting a bicep tear or something, but certainly can come back, but not a great feeling. Have you had your ankle pop before?
Luckily, I have not. Well, the only time I have was a really freak accident during kind of a scramble, and someone fell on my heel, and my toes my toes in, like, it folded the other way.
Oh.
The opposite direction of the toe fold direction.
Well, he's standing.
Yes.
So that's good. Well, there is a medical tent for medical attention out there. Yeah, that ankle did go. He'll be back to train for sure. Respect by kneeling. It was great performance by Elijah. Super patient.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the match, referee Jeremiah Hooker stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to toe hold out of the blue corner, Elijah Bainbridge.
So Pan American bronze medalist for sure. National American silver medalist.
That's quite the student
not
for Tom
always beautiful.
Steele in West Idaho, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, guys,
A great
we're gonna keep
up-and-comer.
some action
Every
going.
time
Let's
I've seen
bring out our
Elijah,
next
he's won.
grappler, Tim McDonald.
Tim Harris versus Tim McDonald. I've heard this called Battle of the Ages.
Would that have been, could I have trumped that had they found a match for me, David?
So listen.
This is a 205-pound no-gi match with Tim coming in at 203, Tim McDonald, sorry, and Tim Harris 188.
It's coming out now is Tim McDonald. We won't be ageist here, Mark, but we'll just call it how it is. Tim Harris is older. Tim Harris wrestled at Boise State. Tim McDonald wrestled at, I believe, West Iowa. Tim Harris is so fun to train with. I actually trained with him last Sunday. He's so excited for this. He's done so well for himself. I'm excited to see him put on a show.
The matchup is sponsored by A to Z Development and scheduled for 5 minutes in the blue belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. He's a blue belt weighing in at 203 pounds. He is trained by The Garage from Garden City, Idaho, Tim McDonald. And grappling out of your red corner, he is a blue belt weighing in at 188.6 pounds. Trained by Egley Train Boise.
Love it. Crowd is going crazy. What a fun night. This is amazing. This bout brought to you by A to C Development, a Boise-based construction company specializing in all forms of residential, commercial, and industrial construction. Licensed, bonded, and proudly serving the Treasure Valley since 2001. Slap bump. Let's go, Mark. Okay, no wrestling from both wrestlers. Interesting that Tim is pulling guard here. He pulled into half. Okay.
Going
kind of a
deep.
deep half.
Protect that left arm, Mr. Harris. Interesting.
Oh, you got to be careful.
Is this the donkey guard?
Oh, so he's got both legs. So there's no fear here of a knee bar, but you got to be careful. If you're Tim McDonald, you get your back taken here. So he needs to get that underhook. So you see that Tim Harris is that underhook there. But listen, they're both wrestlers. They both know how to pin. This is very familiar territory for him, and Tim Harris is making good work of it. Three-quarter guard.
Possibly, no S mount there, I was thinking. Okay, here we go.
Beautiful
Comes into
move.
the hand fighting now. Transition.
So he has almost a Kimura here. Is he close to a triangle here? I think he is. It's hard to tell, but Tim Harris's right leg is in between his shoulder and his neck. So if he can scoot that across and then actually triangle his legs, he's not only got a triangle, but then he's also got that arm, which he's trying to isolate.
Yeah, both grips on the elbow. Trying to climb up now. He's bringing the grips up to the wrist, which, As soon as he went from the elbow to the wrist, you knew he had it.
Yep. Shout out to the garage.
Yes, Brian Weaver in the garage. Gotta love it. Their only entry tonight, and walk away victorious.
They win. And listen, Tim Harris is no slouch.
No,
a lot
he
of respect.
He competed last time as well, and he's not shy to put it out there and get on the stage. We're allowed
All
to.
right, ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes of the match, referee Dominic Galuccio stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to armbar. Out of the blue corner, Tim McDonald.
Love it.
Very nice win. We've seen some quick action tonight. Everyone shows up pretty prepared so far. I've been very impressed with all the matches, David.
It's true. Hey, listen, if you're catching us from home because you couldn't get a ticket, we were at more than 90% sold out during the weigh-ins at 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. There's Brian Weaver there. Shout out to him again. Lovely human.
Let's keep it going.
Lovely
Let's
human.
bring it up.
Oh,
And,
very nice. I was lucky enough to roll with them as recent as Friday night, David.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Great
Jealous.
time. Great wrestling coach, too. Shout out to Eagle Girls Wrestling.
The tremendous program, right?
Yeah, nationally ranked. And Brian and Coach Stone and company are doing a fantastic job out there.
All right, so we got Clint Roberts fighting out of 208 Jiu-Jitsu, again out of Nampa with the Campanellas. And then out of West Idaho Jiu-Jitsu again with Tom Steele. We got Patrick Garchitorena.
A 205-pound gi match.
Big boys, heavy.
And both were close. Clint weighed in at 201
All right,
with
now
Patrick
welcome
at
to the
202.
stage, Clint Roberts.
Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah. I just love it when people come out all calm. If I'm sitting opposite
All
of
right,
them, I'm
ladies and gentlemen,
terrified.
the following matchup
Without
is
a doubt.
sponsored by Perigee Group Construction. Scheduled for 5 minutes in the blue belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. Here's a blue belt weighing in at 202 pounds. Trained by West Idaho Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Caldwell, Idaho. Please welcome Patrick Garchitorena. And grappling out of your red corner, here's a blue belt weighing in at 201.8 pounds. Trained by 208 Jiu-Jitsu from Nampa, Idaho, Clint Roberts.
It's going to be a good one.
I expect this to be another great match. Both great gyms, both great competitors.
It looks like Clint has a height advantage here. Height is definitely a factor in jiu-jitsu. You can reach, but that can also be used against you. It's interesting to see if we pull guard. If we're going to wrestle. So they're definitely in that down stance, which is typical of what you see in jiu-jitsu.
Good
It's
pull.
a nice pull.
Pull by Patrick, quick. Looking to pass by Clint.
But he's comfortable here. So this is what West Idaho BJJ does really well, is they're very, very good in the guard.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
Clint.
great pass. As I say that, eat my words. Way to go, Clint.
Yeah,
Shout
very
out to
nice.
Clint here, but he's got a fight here. So guard retention is a factor here. So remember, this is a mission only. So you can get to a great position, but that position doesn't mean anything if you can't make that work. And now, listen, this year, if you are stalling and you are progressing in your movements, if he's just pinning here, he's progressing in movement, which is good. But if you would have stalled there for points, then shout out to our referee Dominic here. I rolled with Dominic last Sunday. It was not my favorite roll of that day for sure. Black belt, I believe, out of Dark Horse. So shout out to Dom.
Very nice. Yeah, the ref's doing a great job tonight, but they are very cognizant of the non-stalling or the stalling warnings. and giving penalty points for it. But there's been nothing but action all night, David.
There has. And Clint he maybe got a little too thirsty there. He went for the mount, but then he's bucked off, and now he's in bottom close guard. This crowd is amazing. I love it.
It's a great area for jiu-jitsu, and the fact that we're doing this event again and we're at 90% plus sales for attendance shows nothing but great respect for jiu-jitsu in this town.
And I'll check. So when we're under intermission here, as we move from blue, purple to brown, black, I'll check. I believe we're sold out.
You got to make progress. You heard him say it right there.
Dom's on the game.
Encouraging Pat to go.
Pat, you got to break the collar grip, push the daily heel down.
There's Tom.
Break the collar grip, push the daily heel down.
There it is.
Mr. Steele.
It's good.
I know his voice all too well.
Yeah, you have to listen to your coach. It's really hard, right? You're fighting for your life is what it feels like when you're in there, right? Even if you're on top. Oh, that's a great sweep.
Without a doubt.
My goodness, Clint.
Just silky smooth.
That
extremely
was.
patient. He's staying above the hips here. I think this is the second or third time Clint's been here, so I'm expecting probably a little more action from it. He's getting a good feel of what Patrick wants to do from the bottom.
I don't know Clint's game here. This is why I really like being in side control here. And notice that he has his left arm, believes to be underneath. So he can spin to Kimura. I don't know what his game is going to be here. If you watch that left arm, it's going to be, it'll kind of say what's going to happen. So he's hiking his hips up.
Do you think he's going north-south, bread cutter? What do you think?
It looks like he's doing a bread cutter, yep.
Great patience by Clint nonetheless. Patrick's trying to keep his frames up and keep Clint off, but Clint's still advancing.
Yeah. It's going to get really heavy here. There it is.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. As soon as he got the elbow down to the ground and moved his neck to his other shoulder, it was over. I was very, very patient. A fantastic move. I'm very impressed by Clint. Congratulations.
Without a doubt, great win by Clint. 208 Jiu-Jitsu, Sam Campanella.
It's one of my favorite gis too. Moya gis.
Oh, huge fan myself. Shout out to Moya gis. Sponsor the event next time, because I'm sure we're coming back and doing it again.
This fight brought to you by Peregrine Group Construction. It is a Boise-based general contractor specializing in medical, retail, and commercial. Listen, big plans don't require big contractors, just the right group. For more information, perg-group.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes and 36 seconds of the match, referee Dominic Galluccio stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to collar choke. Out of the red corner, Clint Roberts.
As they put the medal around Clint's neck, that's 2 athletes and 2 wins for 208 Jiu-Jitsu so far tonight.
It's tremendous for their program. It really is.
And it just feels better when you get a quality win against another great gym. Nothing but respect, but for 208 to get the win over West Idaho it's got to be a pretty proud moment for them.
It is.
All right, let's keep this action going, guys. Let's bring out Rob Roy Lane.
Looking forward to this one.
Oh, I think we both know Logan very well.
We do.
And I've known him since his white belt days, and tremendous athlete in the Valley, state placer in high school wrestling, and he's moved on to Utah, and he's representing Enigma gym out of Utah, but a lot of time and experience at the base here in Boise.
Yeah, certainly. His dad's a great guy, too.
Yeah, his dad, Kurt, still rolls with us at the base, and I end up having to tangle with him from time to time. It's not fun. It's a meat grinder.
But right now at SPG, you're seeing Rob Roy Lane. He has some work cut out for him, but no slouch, Mr. Lane over here.
And now please welcome to the mat, Logan Taylor.
Rogan's wrestling is so good. it's a big factor, right? So how much do you weigh wrestling into a factor in a no-gi? So we're going into the no-gi side. Wrestling has been proven to be helpful coming off ADCC and how everyone has been training wrestling. How much are you weighing someone's ability like Logan on coming out on top for something like this?
Extremely high, but it's a terrible matchup for me. The wrestlers, their pace, the pace that they put on you, the practices that they're used to, is it's hard to replicate anywhere else, and they come with a lot of pace, as you see Logan just coming right out of the gate onto the mat tonight.
They're hard to pin down. They're really hard.
170-pound no-gi match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is sponsored by Elemental Labs. Scheduled for 5 minutes in the blue belt division.
Mr. Lane is a
Introducing
fill-in,
first,
so
blue
we
corner.
needed someone to
Here's
fill
a
in
blue
for
belt weighing in at
someone that has dropped out,
169.8 pounds.
and so he took it in
Trained
short
by
notice. So
SBG
shout out to SBG
Idaho.
and Rob Roy Lane for taking this on.
Boise, Idaho, Rob Lane. And grappling out of your red corner, he is a blue belt weighing in at 162.6 pounds. Trained by Ajima Jiu-Jitsu from Provo, Utah, Logan the Lion Taylor.
Just seeing so much talent develop out of this region now. It's so insane. We were talking about it, and Logan is trained. He did the kids class in the base here. We're gonna see some good wrestling, I think. Oh, pull and guard. Okay. Oh, it's a good little.
The kid sweep there. Both athletes quickly back to their feet.
Little cartwheel pass as he pulled.
Trying to
Disengaging.
shoulder crunch.
So one thing to note.
There's what Logan wants to do.
Blast
That's
double.
what Logan wants to do. Great takedown by Logan. Seen it too many times.
It's a great knee shield here by Rob Roy.
Going back to your point about SBG gym and fill-ins, I don't think anyone in that gym would turn down a match.
No, they're all animals. Much respect to that whole team.
Without a doubt.
So it's interesting. It's one way to do it is, wrestling is difficult, but if you pull guard and wrestle up and you do that well, that's a great head and arm throw by Logan.
Great toss. And Logan loves the scrambles, as you saw there early.
Yeah.
He created 3 different scrambles there early on, and then finally got the hold he wanted and got the head and arm throw, the hip toss.
Yeah, so he's got him in a scarf hold, but now he's got that leg. So Robert doing a great job.
Okay, referee wanting to move him back to the center of the mat. Mr. Jeremiah Hooker doing a great job again.
It's brought to you by Element Labs and LMNT Electrolyte Drink. Have you ever taken this hydration to the next level? Well, listen, after decades of misinformed guidance, the growing body of scientific literature is revealing that sodium levels may be harmful to your health.
Logan Taylor goes for the knee bar. His counter to Rob Roy's open guard. Logan quickly goes to the knee bar. I think his
knee line's too low.
Exactly. His hips are too high, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. If he knows how to do the Mikey lock, he is too low to get a Mikey lock here.
He's got to use his heels and feet to climb down.
Climb down, yeah.
Nope.
Disengages.
He knew it wasn't going to work and moved on.
So he might be too high here. He's got that leg over.
Can't fully see what Rob Roy's grips are.
Yeah, we don't know if he has an arm or not.
It's under the chin.
It appears that he does have the arm, but too high on the shoulder and not down where the elbow where he can rather crank it up. Now, I believe he's got.
Going for the bulldog choke?
He might. There's not a camera angle. I can see what's happening with that arm.
Here we go. Trying to get the mount. Not that there's points here.
He does have that leg, so he's in basically deep half right now. It's a good move to pin that. Yep.
Great scrambles by both
was.
athletes.
Really. It's a great match. I don't want it to end.
No, as we're near 90 seconds to go, we definitely want to see these guys keep competing, and I don't think either one of them are close to being tired.
Oh, he was going to roll. So you see what his right leg on Rob Roy has? He's almost crucifix here. So depending on what he has with his right elbow and right arm.
Yeah, to beat a wrestler, you got to go wrestler tactics. Yep. Oh, going back.
Oh, he does have that arm in. He does have a choke sunk in. Let's see what Logan does with it. And he's, oh, wow, tremendous.
Definitely. Oh, putting the leg. He's going for the crucifix again.
He really is.
That'd be heartbreaking as a wrestler to lose to the crucifix, would it not?
Yeah, to say the least. This would be, so far, this is the most exciting match to me. He bucked that off. He got his arm back.
So as soon as you get your arms up and trying to break the choke, then that leaves you susceptible for Rob Roy's legs to come back over and pin his arm.
Correct.
He's trying to pin Logan's right arm there. Oh. What great control by Logan Taylor.
Oh my God.
And Rob Roy comes right back to the butterfly sweep.
I don't know how much time we have left. If we could get the time back up, that'd be great.
Are we here?
We're at 27 seconds, okay.
Tremendous match so far.
23 seconds for those watching. We'll get that back up in a second.
30 seconds, Rob. Let's get a finish here.
I would hate to be a judge on this one.
Yeah, I hope they don't call up to us and ask.
They won't.
But when they call and ask for match of the night, this may be it so far.
Yeah, I'm putting on Do Not Disturb here. Good Lord, what a tremendous match. Are they going to reset the clock, I think? They're calling it?
Time did expire during the movement, I guess. Trying to bring the athletes to the center of the mat. Time must have expired.
Oh, give them 5 more minutes, please. I know that's not the case. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
It's a good move. It's a good
Referee
move.
Jeremiah Hugger brings him up, and like you said, I'd hate to be a judge in this particular match.
I am unbelievably impressed by both athletes.
Yeah, I'm seriously torn. I don't know who I'd pick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the event of full time, we go to
Rob Roy is a
our
beast.
judges. Judges, please raise your hands. We have
Unanimous.
Unanimous decision for Rob Roy Lane.
winner, Rob Roy.
A lot of submission attempts, right?
And I think we know all three of those judges personally, and
They're experts.
yes, without a doubt,
They're experts. I mean, a
their
good knee
opinion and
bar
their right.
attempt for sure by Logan Taylor, but the knee line was just too far down. If you ask me, it was an attempt, but it's one of those toe folds, that, like one of those things where you're not really all the way there committed, but just a lot of action by Rob Roy.
But it's time to
Yeah,
bring
Rob
out
Roy
some
continued to
ladies.
progress,
What do you say?
always tried to advance his position, and he was rewarded with that for the win.
It really was. That does it for a blue belt. What a great way to end off the blue belts for the night.
Yeah, two great up-and-comers. I'm sure we'll see and hear about both of those guys again shortly.
All right, Charlie versus Christina here. The chatter was during the weigh-ins that this was the most contested, like no one knows which way this is going to go. Both compete often. And, I mean, Charlie's been competing quite a bit. She's got quite a resume. Here's Christina representing the base. 4-time IBJJF gold medalist,
now
Christina.
welcome to the mat, Charlie.
Yeah, Christina
Kittiwa.
travels and competes a lot. Being on the big stage tonight at the Egyptian Theater should not put nerves into her. and she should handle this fine. But Charlie is a tremendous competitor. 208 Jiu-Jitsu is a tremendous gym. Should be a great match.
And 208 is coming in with 2 wins already for the team, right?
Yes, sir. And this is their last athlete of the night, and I'm sure they'd love to sweep the evening.
Charlie, 2019 IBJJF Las Vegas Open bronze, Hawaii Triple Crown gold medalist, Hawaii Naga gold medalist. And Charlie has a little bit of a weight advantage here. Christina cut a lot of weight for IBJJF, is what I understand from one of the coaches.
Correct. Yeah, she just competed at Pans.
The following matchup is sponsored by Seltzer Health and scheduled for 6 minutes in the purple belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. She is a purple belt, weighing in at 116.2 pounds. She is trained by the base from Boise, Idaho, Christina Bobek. And grappling out of your red corner, she is a purple belt, weighing in at 127.8 pounds. She is trained by 208 Jiu-Jitsu from Nampa, Idaho, Charlie Kitagua.
Tremendous.
130-pound gi match. Christina Bobek giving up 11 pounds here. Charlie pushing hard early. Christina going to pulling guard. Trying to get into half. Could not get the full guard with the pull. Quick pass.
Comes the turtle. She's trying. She's coming up. She gets that. If she comes. Oh, it's a good move. Oh, she's got one hook in. He's got an arm in. This might be the quickest one. Is she under?
Charlie moving quick. She's got 2 hooks in. Great. I mean, great hip control. Christina getting her shoulders on the ground or fighting hard too. Nope. Charlie brings her over to the other side. Great back control maintenance there.
Yeah, this is great. This match is brought to you by Seltzer Health, one of our esteemed sponsors for the Northwest Submission Challenge. It's part of the Intermountain Healthcare. Their mission is to help people live the healthiest lives possible through exceptional value-based care. Seltzer Health, thank you for sponsoring Northwest Submission Challenge 2. We are out of the Egyptian Theater in Mark. Christina Bobek, 4-time IBJJF medalist, trying to fight out of the back here.
She's gonna start using her experience, calm down, slow the match down, and try and get out of Charlie's back control here.
Charlie's doing good work with this body triangle, and that's gonna suck the wind out of you.
She's thinking about the bow and arrow there for a second.
She'll have to do that. She'll have to disengage from the body triangle. Tough to tell what's happening here, folks. We have multiple camera angles we're looking at. But suffice to say that it really depends on what's going to happen with the hips here. Okay, so we come over. That opens it up. So it looks like Charlie does have a far collar.
Charlie's doing a great job staying on top. Here we go.
Incredible escape by Christina.
Standing to pass, using her experience and just staying calm.
Just resolute.
Whoa! And then Charlie sweeps her right back down.
Sweep. Unbelievable. Okay, so we got a single leg X here. And so Christina's got to elevate the hips. No.
We're starting to get more into Christina's game. Bottom leg wins, bottom leg gets up. Christina kept her bottom leg free and got up out of that scramble.
Okay, close guard. Reset, 3 minutes.
There's Christina taking a breath, looking up, probably checking in with her coach. Realizing, trying to mentally reset herself that she's just at practice and trying to stay calm.
Both ladies very comfortable competing. You know, it's one thing that John Danaher said is that you can't let the pageantry get in the way of your performance. And you can't bring that leg over. That is pretty close to a reap. There you go. That pageantry can get to you, right? Because there's so many people in a sold out, presumably sold out. I have to go down and check. Crowd.
And the whole local flavor of it. I mean, Christina just went to Orlando for pants.
Yeah.
But she may feel more nerves here being in her hometown.
Absolutely. Charlie in her element. Charlie doesn't stay on the bottom. She sweeps immediately.
Yeah. It's been phenomenal. It's been impressive. I thought Christina would kind of like
Come straight to mount, S mount.
You can't see with the camera angle there, but I'm guessing she's got some good grips for just a cross choke.
Like a straight Hodger Gracie style cross choke.
Christina will definitely do everything she can to work through this, like she is, as we see.
Yeah.
Flipping her hips, getting back up. Very calm, very nice.
But immediately the triangle.
Yeah, great counter by Charlie. So as you roll your hips from one submission attempt and you roll it to another, a good opponent like Charlie's going to put you right back into another submission opportunity where Christina was hoping to just get free and clear from that.
Correct. It's got to chain it together, know exactly what reaction it's going to take so you can mount your offense for the next one, right? If this, then that. So Christina's trying to get that knee down. So Charlie's left knee down to the ground so it can open up and pin to have pressure for it. But she is cutting that angle, which is exactly what you need to do. So you can't be square on the triangle here. So what you need to do is Charlie needs to go and look into Christina's right ear. So she needs to move to her left, underhook that left leg, and look straight in. Or climb, or do that.
Yeah, there's an answer for every solution so far. Christina Bobek's got all the solutions. She knows what to do in these bad situations. She's been in bad situations in big tournaments, but Charlie seems to have the answer to every solution that Christina has.
It's dominating performance by Charlie.
I agree.
It's beautiful.
Great jiu-jitsu by both competitors, without a doubt. But Charlie just seemed to be one step ahead every time. Tremendous match.
Tremendous.
Yeah, very impressed. Great jiu-jitsu.
That's 3-0 for 208.
Yes, sir, it is. And I think that wraps up their night.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm taking shots with the team, congratulating him tonight.
Mel Campanella's got to be extremely ecstatic with Charlie's win here.
All right,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
absolutely.
with the full time, going to the judges' decision. Judges, raise your hands. We have a winner.
I guess we were a little premature there, weren't we, David?
I was pretty certain.
That was a unanimous decision, but
Yeah.
I will say and apologize that I did jump the gun before the judges' ruling.
I won't. I'm very certain of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to put my 401k on it.
Okay.
Regardless.
Yeah, great match. Great job by Charlie. Christina Bobek is a phenomenal competitor. She has the solutions. She's been in bad situations
That was
before,
exciting.
but Charlie just seemed to be one step ahead.
That did remind
Absolutely.
me. There is a
It's
fight
okay.
of
It's how
the
jiu-jitsu
night
is. Sometimes
and a
someone is
submission
just
of
better
the
than you.
night cash prize
Yeah, there's some terrible matchups
tonight,
out there
and
for
those
everybody.
will be announced after the main event.
There
tonight.
really is.
Also, don't forget to get your raffle tickets out there in the lobby. The winner will also be announced after the main event, and you do have to be present to win. Now, let's bring out some more purple belts. First up, Nick Altamura.
Nick taking this. This actually was, I did not know this match was happening as of Monday this week.
Okay.
This is just, Nick got a call. Aaron is a veteran. Who did he have a match with, Aaron? Forgive me, I can't recall right now. Jake Blanchard. So Aaron has come back, but listen, Aaron wrestled in high school, and I believe, believe he went on to wrestle a bit more. Nick Adamuro, who you're seeing right now, wrestled at ASU, and I had a blue belt match with him, and he just is very talented. It's just
And now welcome to the
unbelievable.
mat, Aaron Kiabyab.
And once again, an SBG guy rising to the challenge of a quick call. Hey, do you got a spot? You got a guy to put in this spot? And, of course, SBG is going to answer that call.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is Nicholas Adamuro's element, right? But don't discount Aaron and Egley Train Boise. Fantastic school. I love going over there whenever I can. I go there on Sundays and just hang out with them. So Brady's calling him out. I love it. This is going to be a good match.
Oh, heck yeah.
I expect to see some wrestling out of Nick. And then we're going to see what's going to happen out of this. I don't expect this to be a leg lock shootout. I really don't.
Sponsored by Ageless Men's Health. Scheduled for 6 minutes in the purple belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. He is a purple belt, weighing in at 183 pounds. Trained by SBG Idaho. From Boise, Idaho, Nick, the Vanilla Gorilla Altamuro.
195-pound
And grappling out of your red
match.
corner, he's a purple
Aaron
belt,
weighing in at
weighing in at
192,
192.4 pounds. Trained by Egley Train Boise. From Nampa, Idaho, Aaron Diego
Love it. This match brought to you by Ageless Men's Health, the nation leader in conservative testosterone replacement therapy for men and women. I actually go there. Quite a bit of women that go there. And I'm loving it. Ageless Men's Health. Check them out. All right. I expect to see a single leg somewhere around here. Or a blast double. Or that. So Aaron's going to pull guard, huh?
Without a doubt, two great no-gi gyms represented in this match tonight.
Ooh, wow, almost taking the back. Good control by Nick. Bringing it back, clubbing that face over. Aaron's just, yeah.
Aaron's still trying to pump up the crowd as he puts in his frames. Trying to shrimp out of there.
So as we progress from blue to purple to brown to black, you're going to move and see that not only is it going to be arms and legs, but arms, legs, hips, shoulders. Every little cutting angle helps here, right? And so this wrestler pressure from Nick is tremendous, but he's got to do something with it. He can't just stay here. He's got to progress.
Let's start working our pass when you're ready.
Aaron trying to solve the riddle of how he's going to get out of this. Like you said, Nick, tremendous pressure.
Past guard.
Looking to more back control now. And going back into the mount. As Aaron's trying to solve the riddle here, trying to get out from underneath Nick.
Be careful posting. His arms are
Let's start isolating his arms.
So you can hold him down. So he's side pinning him. Side control, some would call. So now he's got to find an arm, and he's going to figure out what he's going to do. Is he going to go north-south and a mountain attack there?
And Aaron countering with looking for an arm. Looking for an isolated arm as he gets out of the side control, bottom side control.
So he's got one butterfly hook in and one out. Oh, he's bringing both out now, so now it's closed guard. And let's see what his closed guard has and what Nicholas has for answers for it.
He first thought triangle there, tried to put the hand down. Now he's thinking arm bar. Let's see, break the posture. Nick's got to keep moving. You know, just posting into the chin isn't going to cut it here. The refs want to see more than that.
And he can get in trouble by posting that far. He just hip switches and can come into some sort of armbar. He cuts an angle right. And you can post on the throat as long as you don't clasp the trachea.
Aaron's still trying to find what submission he wants from the bottom. Trying to isolate the arm here again, 5-point arm bar, and then quickly goes to the leg.
Oh, he's got to be careful here, egg lead. Well, both gyms do train leg attacks, so here we do have him play heel hooks. So Nick's got to be careful because he's got to tuck his heel here. So he's going to be heavy on that leg, which he is. Ooh.
So you can hear Nick's coach tell him to go for submission attempts. I haven't seen one submission attempt by Nick yet.
I agree to that.
Nick's, definitely showing that he has a strong wrestling background, and he seems to be more concerned about holding position than going after subs right now.
Yeah, right now I have to give it to Aaron. He has an advantage.
Yeah, based on the rule set we're dealing with tonight, even though Aaron has been on the bottom more, that he's been the aggressor. He's going on after more subs. I'm expecting Nick to start getting warned.
Okay, I look for a head and arm here.
He's got to get that head to the mat, though. At least I prefer it there. Get down to ear, head to the mat.
Oh, this is tight. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends it. He's pinning that down. He's back to full guard now. He's got to dismount and go over. So you see that leg coming over, that pummeling?
Yes.
He's going to hook over, and he's going to slide down.
Yeah, I've just never seen a head and arm finish with the head that high.
Yeah, that's true. He's got to get that down.
Yeah, I just didn't think
So he
Nick was gonna
disengages.
get it.
Smart move. Now he's got a little over 70 seconds to make something happen. I wouldn't necessarily call that a strong submission attempt, but
by no means.
Hey, we need some more submission attempts.
Exactly.
Just
You
keep
keep hearing it by the coaches.
yeah.
50 seconds to go. Nick's still controlling on top. Aaron working feverishly from the bottom, looking for
Yeah.
submission attempts.
He's in quarter guard too, so there's not much he can do. So he gets that. Yeah, that is the right move there. He's got the underhook on the far side, and he can cut in, but he's got to do something with that. That arm's extended. If he can cut out and then turn the corner for a quick arm bar, that might help plead his case here.
Back here, take the back, sink your hooks.
Take the back. Oh.
Terrible time for a reset.
Oh, terrible. He did have the back. Let's see where Dom.
You got 20 seconds, go.
See where Dom wants him.
Attack it right away, go. 20 seconds, Nick, attack it.
Nick has got to get something going here.
As you can see there, Nick's not working as feverishly for a sub as we'd seen other opponents. He is going for the arm here, but his right leg was pinned.
Yeah.
Time.
His right leg was
Oh,
pinned.
wow.
He couldn't have gone for that arm bar there with his right leg pinned.
Yep.
Tough match to call,
Yeah.
without a doubt. I mean, because we see Nick on top predominantly, but we know that Aaron's like working harder and trying to get the subs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, went full time, so we go to the judges' decision. Judges, raise your hands.
Well,
We
unanimous
have a
for Nick.
winner.
He was the
Out of
aggressor,
blue
so
corner,
Aaron was
Nick
consistently having the right answers for it.
Buttars.
That last little bit, taking the back, was a significant position to be in, and one that I think weighted heavily in the decision of the judges, resulting in the unanimous decision.
Without a doubt. I could never second guess those three guys. I see it the way they did. Nick applied the pressure the whole time. Aaron showed maybe a little
This
bit
night
more
just
technical
keeps getting
ability.
better. We're gonna bring
As
out
soon as
some
Nick
more
starts
purple belts.
getting
First
after
up
those
to the
subs,
mat,
I'm sure his game's going
Dan
to change
Gray.
dramatically. 185-pound gi match, driven jiu-jitsu versus the base jiu-jitsu. Christopher Moorhead and Daniel Gray.
Man, during the weigh-ins, Daniel Gray was standing there. Christopher Moorhead got in his face like the most aggressive I've ever seen. It was almost like a headbutt.
Yeah, it was quite shocking. Dan, who I know quite well and quite personally, I rolled with him just as recent as Wednesday night together.
And now welcome to the
Dan
mat,
just turned his back to it. And it's just not about that. It's not what Dan's up to.
Dan Gray is an Air Force veteran. Shout out to all the TAC Ps out there. Tactical Air Control Party. ASOS squadrons all over.
I love it, David. Heck yeah.
Christopher Moorhead coming in from last year. He's a veteran. Man, he had some great looks at, he did no-gi last time. Great looks at attacking the legs. Coming out of driven jiu-jitsu. And beautiful hair. Look at that hair.
Glorious.
Glorious.
Okay,
Glorious.
ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is sponsored by SBL Entertainment. Scheduled for 6 minutes in the purple belt division.
6 minutes for purple belts.
Introducing first, grappling out of the blue corner. He is a purple belt, weighing in at 178.8 pounds. He is trained by the base from Caldwell, Idaho. Please welcome Dan Gray.
Big pump up by the crowd for Dan Gray.
And grappling out of your red corner, he's a purple belt, weighing in at 183.8 pounds. Trained by Driven Jiu-Jitsu from Nampa, Idaho, Christopher Moorhead.
This match brought to you by SBL Entertainment, taking the shows from on sale to sell out while handling every promotional aspect along the way. Super impressed by what they put on today. SBLentertainment.com.
Moorhead quickly pulls guard. Dan is about to pass it quickly.
It's very strong.
Yes.
Dan's unbelievably strong. You know, he used to be he's working a farm.
Yeah, ostrich farm. I've done the visit with him, and I think he might have saved my life from an ostrich killing me while I was out there.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite the visit. It was a good time.
We've had that ostrich meat at your house. It was very good.
Yeah, I remember that roast.
Beautiful.
So Dan with the grip behind the collar and a grip on the lower half. Very traditional passing grips to get into side control. Christopher trying to weasel out of that.
Yeah, Chris made a great move there. Dan's just getting the better of him right now.
Dan's going to keep that underhook he's got with the right arm. Not sure he'll give that up. And he's going to keep trying to get his right knee through across. Ooh, nice move by Chris Moorhead.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. He's got some flexible hips. So I think this guard's going to be very dangerous, and Dan's going to be very, very careful of what Christopher's going to do right now. So here we go.
Trying to climb high on the shoulders, looking for the arm or the triangle. And the legs are that high up on the shoulders by Christopher Moorhead.
Is he trying for a cross collar and bottom guard? Oh, okay. Triangle position.
Yep. One hand in, one hand out.
So does he have to underhook the leg? I think he did. Dan's in big trouble right here. He's in big trouble.
It looks like Dan's trying to get out the back. And just squeeze out the back.
He might go to Valhalla here. That is a stacking. It's good. Okay, so he's still going. Oh, he's got that underhook.
There's the underhook.
It's very uncomfortably stacked like this. So even though it is a dominant position for having a submission in, just getting stacked on your neck like this, not very comfortable.
And Dan will stay with this because he does not want to lose to something that he's very good at and known for. Dan's known for the triangle and the armbar out of the triangle as Chris is trying to transition into the armbar here.
Correct. You see our referee Dom there really looking to see, oh, that's a great movement that he's got going on right now. See if we can capitalize. Okay, we'll see if Christopher moves over to the armbar or goes mounted triangle.
Nice job by Dan, not letting the S-mount happen.
So if he can bring that knee down to the ground, that's exactly what he needs to do right now. And that's the fight. So Christopher's trying to get his right ear, as you see right here, underneath in order to get that angle. It's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to look into that ear. So that stack is going to help Daniel, who is on top right now in the triangle, to help put pressure on that knee for him to disengage that triangle.
Main event participant Ben Buttars is coaching Daniel Gray in this match. I can hear his voice and his instruction. So this is where patience comes in. Patience becomes a big factor in jiu-jitsu in situations like that, and those who have the best patience end up winning.
Yeah, but at what point do you start worrying about the clock, right? I mean, you've been in this triangle for a long time. You're fighting out of it. Now what?
Dom moving the athletes to the center of the mat. Clock stop. Clock resumes.
And when movement like that, Dan Gray has some ability to kind of wiggle out, and that's one of those things that you see in like IBJJF, right? It's not great if you have a submission in and then you get moved out, because there's some wiggling that happens. Now some people can wiggle and tighten something on the way there, but man, these long legs are so hard to deal with. As you can see that he has no problem locking up this triangle. It's out. It's over.
Christopher Moorhead very excited with his win tonight. Gets it via triangle submission lock.
It was tremendous. I mean, that's lanky guy jiu-jitsu, right? Just fantastic work.
I think the key there is when he pulled that closed guard. We thought Dan was going to get the full pass, and Christopher got both of his legs out and around. And so once we both noticed he got the closed guard, we were like, uh-oh.
That's dangerous guard. Christopher Moorhead. It's tremendous. Flexibility is scary, Mark. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's very key. If we could rewind it back to that moment, but it was the moment that Christopher got the closed guard that changed the match.
4 minutes and 33 seconds of the match, referee Dominic Galaccio stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to triangle choke. Out of the red corner, Christopher Moorhead.
Another True Jitsu affiliate winning. It's driven jiu-jitsu for Christopher Moorhead. One more purple belt match coming up. No-gi. The ladies.
The ladies in a 130-pound no-gi match.
I love it.
Tremendous experience of both of these athletes coming out.
That was another great match.
36
guys,
medals for
what do you say we
Brett
bring out
so
some
far.
more ladies?
22 of which are gold.
First up, Cheryl Rush.
Cheryl Rush fighting out of SPG Idaho. Coming fresh off of seminar, I believe a women's Olympian wrestler. See if she picks something up here.
Then Brad Looper fighting out of Innovative Fight Arts. 130-pound no-gi match. Both athletes within a pound. Cheryl at 128, Brad at 127.
Cheryl is a very good actual dancer. Like, she does salsa dancing. Look at this. She's great.
I love it. I love the Brazilian flair to this sport.
She just had an MMA bout not too long ago. She won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
She told me, I saw her Friday. She's like, I'm just ready to go out there and just have fun. I love it. I love it. So,
yeah, that's got to give you a tremendous positive transfer into a match like this. If you're competing at a level where people are trying to punch you in the face and really just, put you out, when you come into something like this, it's going to feel a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. Brett Loper.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The following matchup is sponsored by Ida Wild Brewing Company and scheduled for 6 minutes in the Purple Belt Division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. She is a purple belt, weighing in at 128.6 pounds. She is trained by SBG Idaho. From Boise, Idaho, Cheryl Rush. And grappling out of your red corner, she is also a purple belt, weighing in at 127.2 pounds. She is trained by Alliance Jiu-Jitsu and Innovative Fighting Arts. From Emmett, Idaho, Brunatello Loper!
This match brought to you by Ida Wild Brewing Company. It's a newly opened craft brewery in Garden City, Idaho. They're actually tremendous. You can actually rent out their space if you want to have like a professional gathering or a not so professional gathering. And they have tremendous beers on tap too. So I certainly recommend that you go to Ida Wild Brewing Company, Garden City, Idaho, one of our proud sponsors today for Northwest Submission Challenge 2. We are at the Egyptian Theater. This is David with my colleague Mark here. We got the last of the purple belts, no gi with some females.
130-pound match, should be tremendous. Both athletes have a great deal of experience, a lot of wins between the two of them, and looking for nothing but action here. Probably some great scrambles, it being a no-gi match.
Yeah, that's a great snap down by Charo right there. Char, as we call her. Yeah, so you see Brett, she's coming in with that butterfly hook, which is exactly what you need to be doing. Well, that's what I like to be doing. It doesn't mean you have to, but it does help.
I would agree. I've been thrown around by butterfly hooks for a very long time to know that they're extremely beneficial, especially in my gym. You'll see it later with Kyle Hinkle, but yeah, I get butterfly swept probably 20-plus times a week, David.
So we have here Char on top with the pink shorts with the crossface. So that crossface is preventing Brett from coming into like a deep half or going into an X.
I like the head and arm here.
But that leg is there, so she's got to clear the knee line out. So
True. Yeah, I get a little overzealous with the head and arm at times. I like it, and I like the fact that Char's head's down, but you're right. The leg position was wrong, and then now Brett's able to grip probably her chin at this time, I'm guessing. Nope, she released it.
Yeah, so Char has her left leg facing the camera right now. It's stapled on there, putting pressure.
Look at this head and arm.
So
I'm still with the head and arm. I'm still with the head and arm.
So with that staple, she's driving down and moving her shoulder and slowly creating pressure. And so that's actually going to be able to clear the knee line. You see that now with the camera, you can actually see that knee is going to start being able to be popped out thanks to the pressure she's putting in with her left leg. So the more she pikes up, the more she's able to move that and advance the position into this head and arm choke. So the head and arm choke is truly a triangle, but it's done with your arm. So your Char's left arm is going to block one side of the carotid. That's exactly what needs to happen. So
the right knee's free.
Yep.
The right knee's free, which should help. No. Yeah, we missed it. Brett seemed to have gotten out of it.
She did the right thing. She did the right thing. I mean, this is great defense by Brett, but it's a good show of force by Char right now.
Great control from the top.
And good patience too, because you could really advance yourself into a terrible position here, which is not what Charles wants to do right now.
Exactly, and Brett's experienced enough that if Char overcommits it, she'll get quickly swept.
Yeah. So still a three-quarter guard.
There we go, TPing up.
She does have this underhook is really important. She can pike up and then also cut over to the left, so away from the camera. So right now she's going to 3/4 guard, but she can also switch her hips and then come that way, which that would create the opportunity for her to be able to go through and complete the pass, putting her in a more dominant position to attack right now. But she's in lockdown right now, so if you see Brett's legs, they're locking down her leg. So you see Char's leg is stuck right now, so the only thing that you can do is disengage with the head and arm, come back, or Charles can come donkey kick her heel to her butt, and then escape it out away away from the camera. You can't see this right now, but yeah, there it is.
I agree with you, David, 100%, but it seems like Char's committed to this head and arm as much as I may be. It's sometimes detrimental.
And now she's cutting in, so now she's getting into this 3/4 guard. One of the moves, I don't know what's going to happen here, but like you can triangle your legs, and then Char could take her right shoulder and do a roll here to end up in back mount. Not certainly what's happening, but something to always look for in 3/4 guard. A ninja roll, I think, I believe is what it's called.
Still great pressure and control. She's got the gift wrap with her left arm to Brett's right arm. Got the gift wrapped all the way around, and that's huge. Great control.
Getting that leg out is key.
Yeah, the gift wrap's still there. She has great control of the wrist all the way around. And then she just transitions perfectly in the back mount, gets both hooks in.
Now, this is great evidence for the case that she's just building for herself to win against the judges right now. Even though she wants a submission, she's going to go after it. Just having this dominant position of having the back with hooks in, it's important.
Yeah, transitioning from that, having that gift wrap, I think, is critical in transitioning into the back mount.
She's got to be careful not to get dumped here, but I don't think that's enough time for...
Trying to peel the feet off. Brett is trying to peel Char's feet off. And just can't do it. Both hooks are firmly in. Once you start committing to the feet, exactly, it makes you susceptible to this.
That's another submission attempt with the rear naked, and that pretty much cements it for Charles Rush.
Right. And so Brett going after the feet, trying to get the body lock off, made her susceptible to the rear naked choke. The ref seeing, the last thing the ref seeing is a pretty decent rear naked choke attempt by
All
Char.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we went full time, so we go to the judges' decision. Judges, raise your hands.
Yes.
We have a unanimous decision. Your winner out of the blue corner, Cheryl Rowe.
Hey, listen, if you're interested in just the sport of jiu-jitsu, I can't recommend it enough. It's so fun. What a community. And one of the things that the community offers is the Northwest Submission Challenge. If you're at all interested in competing as a seasoned competitor or new to competing, blue belt and on up, please visit Northwestern Submission Challenge website at nwsubchallenge.com, or just give us a follow if you're not into jiu-jitsu but you're into local events, or you're into jiu-jitsu and you're anywhere and you'd like to follow us for updates. NW Sub Challenge on Instagram, and then look up Northwest Submission Challenge on Facebook. This is the intermission. We'll be right back with the brown belts and black belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick it off here in a minute, but right now, I need everybody to grab your phones and follow Northwest Submission Challenge on Facebook and Instagram. And also, follow the Egyptian Theater on Facebook and Instagram. I'm giving you permission to get your phones out right now and follow both of them. Do that for me, and I'll give you a hug after the event. Especially you, Joe. I'm going to thank our sponsors, of course. One more time. Perigee Group Construction, A to Z Development, Datsusara Hemp Gear, Prehab Health and Performance, Athlete by Nature, We Defy Foundation, Idlewild Brewing Company, SBL Entertainment, Ageless Men's Health, Sulzer Health, Elemental Labs, and of course, Northwest Submission Challenge. Now, one more thing I want to let everybody know. We have an after party that's an official after party, and you don't have to drive. It's within steps of the Egyptian Theater. We're going to be at Tap House after the events. If you want to come and have a drink or three with me, I will see you at Tap House right after this. But now it's time to bring out some brown belts. All right, let's do it. Bring out Michael Gaetani.
Michael Gaetani. Welcome back to the broadcast. Mark Woodall, David Dickman. This is one individual we don't know much about, but Mark, you did find out a little bit about Michael Gaetani in the weigh-ins. What'd you get?
Yeah, he's out of Mountain Home. Vital Brothers, affiliate out of Mountain Home. Has a tremendous amount of experience as well. Won a World Series of Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, 170 gi division winner, as well as the GI Grappling Industries purple belt division winner.
And now welcome to the mat, Donovan Fudge.
Donovan Fudge. Incredible weight cut. I think he stood at 205. taking this match.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And while Michael comes in at 167, Donovan's at 188.
Yeah, it was almost catch weight, but they wanted to get a match going. He got down to where he needed to. An unbelievable weight cut. Eating steak and eggs. And in the middle of a weight cut, I rolled with him last Sunday. Man, the dude is dangerous with the legs. This is going to be an amazing match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is sponsored by We Defy Foundation. Scheduled for 8 minutes in the brown belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. He is a brown belt weighing in at 167.6 pounds. He is trained by Vital Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. From Mountain Home, Idaho, Michael Gaetani. And grappling out of your red corner, he's a brown belt weighing in at 188.2 pounds. Trained by Egley Train Boise. From Boise, Idaho, Donovan Fudge.
Yes, sir.
Going to be a great match tonight, David.
This is going to be contender for match of the night, and if we get a sub of the night. And these athletes are motivated for it too. There is a match of the night. Each competitor gets $100, and if you get the sub of the night, then you're going to get $200. Quick single here, and no, Donovan's going for. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, watch out for the guillotine. He comes back up. They stand up. Fantastic. Back on the single. So if he's going to run the pipe, he's going to go over to the right side. So if Gaetani's going to go over, so please not. And then this is a high elbow guillotine. Oh, good escape. He just shoved him right off. Incredible.
Donovan giving him the single almost.
These
there.
both. This is a
trying to
really
bait him into it.
Good matchup here.
Two great no-gi gyms on display
Pull
here.
and guard.
Michael pulling guard, working from the bottom. He's going to flip his hips here, try to free his legs, while Donovan tries to pass the guard.
Donovan's so good at passing.
Donovan working the top. I'm sure the refs, Jeremiah Hooker, is going to start telling him to advance.
Well, we got an arm and guillotine, which is a chance here. He comes up on top here. He's got a pretty good chance of cranking the second. This is not comfortable. I don't think it's going to finish the match, to be honest.
I think Michael's got a firm grip on Donovan's left hand with his right hand, and just trying to stay alive and create a pocket to breathe in.
Yeah, this isn't very comfortable here at all.
Nope, there we go. Fork free. Donovan chose to progress onto something else. Trying to spider walk his left hand up, possibly going for the head and arm.
So he's going to isolate this arm. So watch Donovan's. What he's going to do is work on this left elbow. This spider crawling movement with your hands, it looks silly if you're not familiar to jiu-jitsu, but it actually works because those fingertip crawls are stronger than your shoulder is when extended at that angle. Now he's interlocking his hands here. Oh, he lets go. He disengages. Tries to catch an arm. You got to be careful. When you're at the brown belt level, anytime you extend your arm in mount, it is trouble. You can catch an arm, and lightning fast reflexes from years of training will catch you in an arm bar. Devastating result.
Yeah, it's quite the sport to where, like, overcommitting to anything is detrimental.
Yeah.
And you're in a bad spot. You're being smothered. You want to overcommit. You desperately want to get out of it. But the harder you try to get out of it, sometimes it becomes even more detrimental, and Donovan is proving that tonight.
This is not a comfortable position to be in. Look at him squirm. This is all you really can do.
There-
So you got to buck him off. But every time you make a movement, it has to be purposeful. And he's capitalizing on each one of these.
So Donovan working back and forth to different submission attempts. It looks like he really wants the head and arm, but has some plan B
This is
options.
incredible.
Just like this, yeah.
He's got the body triangle, and when Donovan puts on a body triangle, it does not feel good at all. So imagine that you have someone just standing on you, on your gut. You have to worry about this. It's so hard to get off. The body triangle's off right now. He's isolating that left arm. I believe. I need to look in another camera angle here. Yes, so Donovan does have an arm trapped here. So they're going to reset. So you can see here Donovan's left heel is over. He's trapped that arm. That means that now it's 2-on-1. So Donovan can work with 2 arms versus 1 limb and then work towards a choke here. So this is a very, very bad position to be in for Michael Gaetini.
Yep, and it happened that quick. Like you said, David, once he trapped that left arm of Michael's, it was 2 versus 1, like you said, and he got the choke, and it's pivotal.
Yeah, it's like playing tic-tac-toe against my daughter. I win every time.
Yeah, once you get the king me, then you're substantial, and trapping an arm is equivalent to getting the king me in checkers, buddy.
What are the judges looking for, a dance-off here?
Yeah.
Jokes, folks. Jokes. Again, this match brought to you by We Defy Foundation, dedicated to improving the lives of our military, disabled combat veterans through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and physical fitness training. Our
All
coaching
right, ladies
staff
and
and
gentlemen,
members.
at 4 minutes and 11 seconds of the match, referee Jeremiah Hooker stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke. Out of the red corner, Donovan Fudge.
We Defy Foundation coaching staff and members are comprised of both military and non-military personnel. Huge fan. We all love him. Well deserved by Donovan Fudge.
Great submission at the brown belt level. 190-pound no-gi match, won by Egley Train here in town, and a lot of people do consider Egley Train one of the premier no-gi facilities in town, and Donovan definitely showed that tonight.
Gi and no-gi at Egley Train, Boise with some newly minted mat space, to be honest.
Without a doubt, doing great things here in the Treasure Valley.
I'm kind of sad, though. They got rid of their sauna that they had. I was a big fan of their sauna that they had in there.
I could see it. Like I like sweating out a lot of my problems as well, David.
Yeah. The only rule was you had to do the sauna before.
Before rolling?
Before, yeah, of course.
Oh, good Lord.
Can't go in there all gross.
I just like a good warm-up before rolling.
That's exactly kind of what it is there. It's a good infrared sauna.
So that's the purple belt warm-up now, the sauna?
Should be. Sorry, Coach, I'm late.
And now please welcome to the mat, Avery O'Connor.
Oh, what a terrifying monster Avery O'Connor is coming out of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu.
I think this might be the biggest weight discrepancy of the night, looking at my numbers. And it's a 225-pound gi match. Avery coming in at 194 pounds. But a tremendous and highly skilled competitor.
What did Joel come in at?
Joel came in at 221. Joel possibly being the furthest competitor tonight coming to the Treasure Valley out of
matchup is
Bakersfield.
sponsored by Athlete by Nature. Scheduled for 8 minutes in the brown belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. He's a brown belt weighing in at 221.6 pounds. He is trained by True Jitsu from Bakersfield, California, Joel Goliath Cantu. And grappling out of your red corner, he is a brown belt weighing in at 194.4 pounds, trained by Alliance Jiu-Jitsu from Boise, Idaho, Avery Ace O'Connor.
I was jumping around like crazy.
This is going to be a great match. First Alliance guy we've seen tonight. And we all think the world of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu.
We do.
And then Joel coming out of Bakersfield, probably traveling the furthest of all the competitors tonight. Joel pulling guard quickly. Going to that deep half, protecting the left arm a little bit. Avery doesn't want the underhook.
So Avery's going to have to like backstep here, but he's going to have to be really careful. Big guys playing this is called deep half position. So they're going to go back and forth. So he's going to come back and forth here. But this arm is left arm. So in the Waikiki, Joel needed to get that left arm underneath Avery's leg. And now that it's exposed, that is the one thing you need to be careful of when you're in the deep half. So now as they come through, this is going to be a fight of Avery trying to get a competitor almost 30 pounds heavier than him, taking this match in less than a week's notice. And he's like, yeah, I'll take it. And he needs to brute force a 225-something competitor and get that shoulder out. Tough luck. Tough luck.
Very well said, David. I love it. Great description. I think Avery's up to the challenge.
He's going to get stalling points, though. This is boring. Move it.
Move it, David says.
You see Dom save it. See Dom, all respect to Dom. He knows exactly what's happening. He's going to call it. Avery's going to have to give up here, but here's the thing. If he gives up on that, then all of a sudden Joel is up on top, and you don't want a 225-pound brown belt on top of you. Look. And that's exactly what's happening. Joel has now made the best out of this position. When you're in deep half guard and you're a big guy, you can capitalize on this. And now he's pushing on it, and he's capitalizing on the situation, making it great. Brown belt matches are a little bit longer, so more room to work here. And he's going to come and either circle on the outside or inside. But do not discount the guard that Avery currently has right now. His feet are still in there. He's got a lapel, and he's pushing on that lapel here that's helping relieve the pressure that's happening. Avery's very creative.
If any of you see Avery's foot inside of Joel's lapel, that's by choice. That's by design. He's trying to use that to sweep Joel and reverse the situation here. Avery is a very calm competitor. I've rolled with him many times. He's very patient. He's very tactical.
Yeah.
And he's representing Alliance Gym, and he's the first representative of Alliance tonight. Nothing but high upper belts by Alliance tonight.
Yeah, and we were just talking about this earlier. Listen, the Treasure Valley made this ginormous shift when Gigi Paiva came here, and Alliance, a co-founder of Alliance, moves to Boise, Idaho, seemingly out of nowhere. There's some rich history there.
Yes.
And now we have IBJJF coming to Boise, and we're going to see Gigi Paiva's son, the co-founder of Alliance, have the main event tonight, Victor Genovesi. So a lot of wild competitors that we're going to see coming out of Alliance, including Avery here, doing a demonstrable good job here.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. I feel like we have a mini jiu-jitsu mecca here in Boise. Competitors and belts per capita, I would like to think we're leading the nation. Every time I turn around, I'm hearing about people from the Treasure Valley placing highly at national tournaments in the jiu-jitsu realm, and we have no one else to thank but Mitch Coates and Gigi Genovesi. Avery going for the triangle to here. One hand in, one hand out by Joel.
This match brought to you by Athlete by Nature, Sublimation Screen Printing, graphic design company specializing in no minimum custom printing. Located right here in Boise, Idaho. Listen, I looked at the shirts that they put out there. Great shirts. All the competitors got one in the gift bag. I'm kind of jealous. I think I might go in the lobby and buy me one. So thank you, Athlete by Nature, by actually providing swag that people actually want. Avery's still on that foot with that kind of that hook. What would you call that? He's just grabbing the lapel and stomping on it. That creates pressure relief because when you have a 225-pound brown belt on top of you, it's not fun. This definitely helps you. I'd argue for a little bit of stalling here, so it's kind of hard for him to get. But listen, you make a mistake when you're on top with someone like Avery, you're going to get in trouble quickly. So if you're watching us, notice that every single movement, every hip, every shoulder, everything that's happening is purposeful, and you don't want to lose a position, because in a flash we could see a submission within a matter of 5 seconds.
Couldn't agree more. Avery gave up on the lapel sweep. I think that that Joel knew what was happening. He kept circling to Joel's right, preventing Avery from sweeping Joel to Avery's right. And Avery had to give up on the lapel sweep, and now just going full frames in guard here, trying to stave off Joel's attack here.
Attack the neck. Yes, right there. Good. Let's go for the neck again. You got 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
It's good coaching right here. Just being patient.
Outstanding coaching in the Treasure Valley. We can't harp on this enough. I hope the whole world's seeing this event. And here we go with Avery got Joel in his close guard, and we'll see what happens from here with just under 2 minutes to go.
I think what Avery needs to do is just disengage. He needs to stand up and then see if Joel's going to pull guard again.
That's definitely always a good tactic for the smaller competitor. Disengage, create some space, see where you can find the proper angle. Avery, once again, seems to like the lapel, possibly going for a choke with Joel.
There's a triangle.
Yep.
Hard to do on a big guy. He's got big shoulders.
He's got the underhook.
So here's Coach say, Joel, turn to your right. He's going to circle around. He's going to put pressure on that knee. He's going to open him up. The stack creates pressure, which makes it uncomfortable, which makes the competitor move. You're going to see Avery. He's going to shoulder walk back to create some space, or he'll give it up.
Yeah, too much. Look at Joel's feet. I mean, he is dug into the mat. I mean, that's tremendous pressure on Avery's neck and upper back.
Yeah, it's not fun. Here's Coach say, attack the neck.
Both brown belt competitors showing extreme patience.
So Joel's coach wants him to let go. He wants him to let him roll into turtle, which is a natural thing to do here. In IBJJF, that's what they do because you get points for passing guard. But if you go to turtle, then you don't get points for passing, right? Because the turtle is not a position to pass to get points. So what you have here is someone that wants to go to turtle, and then his coaches ask him to grab a lapel and find a choke to try and win here. Not what's happening clearly, but I agree with that move to try and find something else. As we run out of time here.
Yeah, we did. Tough match to call again. What do you feel about this, David?
I mean, the weight discrepancy, this is the biggest one that we've had. And much respect to Avery for taking it, because that's not a lot of fun. But he did have mounted attacks here for quite some time of that triangle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we went full time, so we go to judges' decision.
I think this is going to be a split decision.
Raise your hands.
Wow.
Oh, wow. All three Avery.
Yeah. And it's because of the attacks, right? And so, I mean, Joel landed in a position, but this is a sub-only match. You got to go after it. And so, a lot of respect for Avery for going after those submissions. You can't just, I don't want to say lollygag, but I am, right?
Right. And I think Avery's also being rewarded for being the much smaller competitor there and holding Joel off and creating a couple advantages, as the IBJJF rules would designate.
Perhaps. I would say not. Actually, I would say that he's being rewarded for going after the submission attempts and staying in there longer. Well, respect to the crowd. I absolutely love that. But he had those submission attempts, whereas Joel seemingly was on a situation where he couldn't make and capitalize off something to a submission
coming
attempt.
up.
So,
Gonna be a great one. First up to the stage, Chuck Page.
Second time for Chuck Page coming back here. did take the L last year from James Hansen, who is facing Kyle Hinkle next.
Yeah, the big guys going now, David. 225-pound no-gi match. Chuck Page and Max Stringingham.
These guys look like twins.
Oh,
in
man.
the weigh-ins. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to the Instagram, it's NW Sub Challenge, and you'll see the weigh-ins for Matt Stringham and Chuck Page. They literally look like brothers. Now listen, one thing to note, Chuck Page may have taken a loss in the gi last year, but I know that he is reportedly way better at no-gi coming up from an MMA gym. So heel hooks and all that. Watch this. Matt Stringham.
And now welcome to the stage, Matt Stringham.
Last year he came out in Pokemon attire.
These guys from Bend, Clark.
He has the Pokemon spats again. I absolutely love it. They have so much fun.
We got two guys from Bend tonight on the card, and both are tremendous personalities and great ambassadors for the sport.
Great. Absolutely love it. Out of Clark University in Bend, Oregon.
Matt's co-teammate Reed Wallace is up next from Clark's out of Bend.
Health and Performance, and scheduled for 8 minutes in the brown belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. He is a brown belt weighing in at 222.2 pounds. Trained by SBG Idaho. From Meridian, Idaho, Chuck Page! And grappling out
Monster,
of your
man.
red
Look at him.
corner.
He's huge.
He is a brown
Both
belt
these
weighing in at
guys, man. Chuck Page,
211.6
222.
Trained
Matt
by
coming in at
Clark's
211.
University from
They're
Bend,
probably both
Oregon.
north 3 pounds of each of that since 10 a.m. this morning. Jeremiah Hooker, refereeing the match again, does a tremendous job.
This match brought to you by Prehab Health and Performance. It's put together approaching and improving health and increasing performance that is unduplicated anywhere. Prehab Health and Performance.
Here we go, some classic collar ties, inside tie, double unders, some great top grappling exchanges here early. Oh. Very nice. Chuck tried for the outside trip. Matt quickly countered with that and brought the outside trip inside to his advantage and got the sweep.
I was trying for the guillotine there. Chuck slipped out perfectly. Sold out crowd. Egyptian Theater for Northwest Submission Challenge 2 as Chuck Page advances to be on top with a beautiful sweep from half guard. Got a half butterfly here.
If he uses it to his advantage, Jeremiah wants to move him into the center. Both of these great competitors know how to resume the position, and they do, and here we go. We got the butterfly hook in, and let's see what happens.
Okay, close guard now. Chuck's got some work to do. He's got to get the rules of jiu-jitsu is get past the dangerous legs, right? Or take the fight to the ground, which check. Get past the dangerous legs, establish a dominant position, and get a submission. So those are kind of the general rules that you can follow here. And so right now, Chuck needs to be careful to not, Chuck being on top in black, not get in trouble with this guard, because this guard is reverse mount, if you will, right? And so he's got to try and pass these legs without dangerous legs, without getting hung up here. Now, what we need to watch out for is SPG does really, really good. So you see what Chuck's going to triangle his legs? He's going to try and sprawl on that leg and create a knee bar tension. He's going to look for that. It's not fun. Super effective. But Matt Stringham's doing a really good job of bending that knee and preventing that from happening. If he extends that out, he could put himself in a bad position by letting him advance to side control.
Seems like Chuck's more the aggressor here. Matt had the closed guard, didn't really go for any subs or even a sweep at that time. And seems like Matt's just holding on. Chuck's advancing. We'll see how this progresses. But Matt's got to change his tactics here if he's want to get in the judge's favor.
Yeah. Yep, okay, so here we got a Kimura grip that's possible as he reaches. Just trying to back step out, get past the legs, get into a side pin. So this is a very frustrating point to be in. Chuck Page is kind of in a, oh, okay, he got out of it, but Matt Stringham's right arm went over the back of Chuck and was grabbing onto the elbow. Now Chuck's in a great spot here. He's going to put pressure with that left leg. He's have it stapled in here. He's going to pike up, and he's going to try and clear his knee line to come up. Oh, he's turning it now.
Yeah, pick his hips off the ground. Take away his strength by picking his hips off the ground. Chuck now going for kind of a Darce turn.
Yeah.
A Darce type turn, and he frees himself from the half guard and is going to start advancing from here.
They're both dynamic. They're both slippery. They're started sweating now. So this is not a time to make a mistake here. And fantastic reffing there to clear the stage. The end of the stage, like a 4-foot drop, wouldn't be that fun, right?
No, it would not. But as you say, as these competitors start to get a little sweatier and slipperier, the grips become harder and harder.
Yep.
As you can see, and this back mount definitely does look very nice.
Oh, and
he's
Chuck
dropped
got that
the
arm. He's got the arm. So
Yep.
we've seen this before. So now it's a 2-on-1 situation. So now we got two hands against one. And so really it's Matt Stringham has got to tuck that chin in. And he's leading with his, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was brilliant by Matt.
Yeah, Matt got both of his shoulder
Wow.
blades on the ground.
That was unbelievable.
Both shoulder blades and elbows on the ground will get you back to safety. But he still has a lot of work to do with Chuck on top of him
He
here.
really does. That was a brilliant escape. When you're 2-on-1, that's dangerous territory with that one arm completely locked out. So there's a couple things going to happen here. So what he can is he can turn, yeah. So he's going to turn away.
Turn
This is
here.
an S mount. Okay, interesting. Chuck's just aggressive. So by Chuck going here and not grabbing cross-body control, by grabbing that left shoulder, he ends up on the bottom here because whenever you hook one leg, you have to get the opposite shoulder diagonal. And without that, that unravels that back control. And now he finds himself on the bottom. And so despite it being bottom half guard, oh, now he's passed. Now the tables have turned.
Yeah, great job by Matt reversing that.
How the turns have tabled.
And that was all through technique in the hips and lower, like David described. And it's a fine art in jiu-jitsu. It's very nice to see by Matt getting out of that.
And now we reverse it again. So this is the thing. You can go for something, but this is what these athletes, and I appreciate it so much, is that they're going for the submissions. They're trying to make this exciting. They're trying to win the sub of the night. And by doing that, there's dynamic changes and big changes back and forth of what's happening. Because when it's this close and there's, these athletes are getting paid tonight. It's one of few promotions that actually gets you paid, right? By doing that, it allows them to slip out, and it completely changes the fight. It can swing back and forth just by going to something because you're truly committing to it rather than cautionarily moving forward and making it a very boring fight. or match. I understand some people hate the word fight.
Without a doubt. But yeah, I love the rules. I love the new emphasis on constantly attacking, going for
Almost mounted triangle
subs.
here. So if Chuck can get his right leg over and come in.
And that's
Get
what we
arm.
saw Matt's focus
Okay.
on, of course.
Yep. This is a dangerous point. He's got 30 seconds left to do it. This would be brilliant by him. Brilliant move. Foot on the hip. He's going to triangle.
Oh, he's
okay.
going for the body lock instead of trying to break the hands with the feet.
And I believe that his foot is up, it's cleared to shoulder. So I think he does have like a mounted triangle here, but on the wrong side. So he's going to have to grab the arm, but I think he's bucked off already. He's too far gone here.
A little too high.
Yep.
Time.
Time expires. Great match.
Great match. Fantastic.
Great back and forth. Once again, I do not envy the judge's decision here or being the judge's position.
It's so hard. So hard.
I think I side with Chuck here.
I do too.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we went full time,
think
so we go to the
unanimous decision
judges'
to Chuck.
decision. Judges, raise your hands.
Yes.
Your winner
Once again, another
of the
unanimous
blue corner,
decision.
Chuck Page.
Great match.
We've yet to see a split decision tonight, which is always good. SBG now racks up their 4th win of the night, David.
Tremendous.
Yeah, what a great gym. Short call notices on half those wins, and
That's
just
why
shows
we
you how
keep it
those
going.
guys
Let's
train
bring out to
and
the
they're always
mat,
prepared.
Mike Kamick.
Mike Kamick coming back representing Colossal Fight Co. I was just talking to the owner of Colossal Fight Co. And they are at 250 students, Mark. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow. Pocatello is growing. A lot of tremendous grappling down there, and then thus a lot of great jiu-jitsu.
So he was telling me they have, I don't know if you've seen it. You need to follow them, but Colossal Fight Company has I think, at least 3 mat spaces with, at one point in time during their week, they have wrestling, judo, and jiu-jitsu happening all at the same time, and or MMA. So an incredible program. Mike Kamick coming up the loss of last year, but as we can see from
And now please welcome
can motivate an
Reed
individual to come back,
Wallace.
and I love him coming back because it's so much fun. Now Reed Wallace, newcomer with a heart glasses.
Going West Coast.
Yeah, baby.
Da-da-da-da-da.
What did he win, Mark? Didn't he win something in Rome?
Yeah, I guess Reed took himself all the way to an IBJJF event in Rome and got a gold medal in that in 2022. Don't know if it was at the brown belt level or not at that time. I would assume brown or purple.
Yeah, he just got promoted to black belt. Coming out of Clark University, showing the guns.
Reed.
Doing a warm-up.
Reed was quite the personality in the weigh-in as well.
He was.
Reed and Matt Stringham both coming from Clark's in Bend, Oregon,
All right, ladies
and
gentlemen,
gotta
the
love that those
following
guys are
matchup
coming
is
down
brought
to the
you
Treasure
by
Valley to
Betsy
compete.
Sara
I
Hepgear.
do. I respect
Scheduled
him.
for 8 minutes in the brown belt division. Introducing first, grappling out of your blue corner. Here's a brown belt weighing in at 184.2 pounds. Trained by Colossal Fight Company from Pocatello, Idaho, Mike Kamick. And grappling out of your red corner, he is a black belt weighing in at 174.8 pounds. Trained by Clark's University from Bend, Oregon. Please welcome Reed Wallace.
If you follow Reed on Instagram, you will see how fun he is as a grappler. Super creative.
I have not yet, but I will. I think we got to put a match between him and Matt's matches next time because Matt is now in Reed's corner, and Reed was just in Matt's corner.
Yeah, so I see. Reed is going to pull guard, and he's going to
going
attack
straight
the legs.
after it.
Yep, and he jumped over smart.
Turn fire, man.
Nice
Wow.
job by Mike.
Okay.
Nothing new.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the athletes have to continue to wear the wristband to get into the venue. They should please take those off before the event happens.
I don't know. I could pass for Reed. Yeah.
Here we go. Reed has Mike in his close guard. Let's see where he starts hunting for subs from here.
Yeah, and Reed is a black belt, I should say. So they took this match, and Reed was a brown belt, and Clark's University promoted Reed. So he is now a black belt, so this is a mixed belt match. But if you're like me, belts don't matter.
No, without a doubt. And the only thing that mattered was that it's an 8-minute match versus a 10-minute match.
Yeah, so black belts are going to be a 10-minute match, but because this is scheduled as a brown belt, it's an 8-minute match. Mike has an answer for everything so far. So he was in a deep leg entanglement, and he popped right out and knew exactly what to do. But still, you have to chalk a win up or a plus in a column of Reed because of the incredible attack there. Unbelievable entry. He has a deep bite on here. This is,
Oh, and Mike taps
it's
quickly.
all over. Yeah.
Inside heel or outside heel there, David?
I'd have to look at it again. I think it's inside.
Yeah. That happened quick, but it looked like it was a heel hook to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So he got the reap in, he turned, he got that heel, it exposed, he did it. Showing the six-pack for the crowd. He weighed in with cowboy boots.
Yes, he did, but he was nowhere close to the weight limit of 185 for this no-gi match.
No, he wasn't. This fight brought to you by Datsura Hemp Gear. It's gear bags, clothing, martial arts gear. It's made out of hemp, which is considered the world's strongest natural fiber. Way more sustainable, far less damaging, and arguably just better material. So if you're looking for good
all right, ladies
gear,
and gentlemen, at
Datsura.
1 minute and 34 seconds of the match, referee Dominic Galichui stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to heel hook. Out of the red corner, Reed Wallace.
Yeah, that might be our sub of the night so far.
That was very nice by Reed. I like seeing the Clark brothers guys come in from Bend, Oregon. They went 1-1 on the night, but nonetheless, both of them tremendous matches. Reed and Matt both representing well out of Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, certainly. And on to the black belts, right?
Heck yeah.
Mark, I have so much to say about this. Kyle Hinkle
Excellent
and
grappling
James
match.
Hansen.
Yes, some of our
Wow.
audience members are correct.
Yeah.
You are allowed to make as much
I don't know
noise
how
as you
much we
want
want to
cheer
divulge
on
on
these
air,
guys.
David, but
We're here
the
and
three of
it's
you are all co-workers.
just one thing, last
And I would
call
assume
for
if anyone's
raffle
got a good
tickets.
insight on this
We're
match,
actually
it's you.
going to announce the winner before the main event. So if you want to get your last raffle tickets, get over there right now and get those. And we'll also announce fight of the night and submission of the night after the main event. All right, now we've got an amazing match coming up, guys. I hope you're ready. Let's bring out
Gonna be a
Kyle
good one.
Hinkle.
205-pound gi match. Kyle Hinkle coming in at 183. James Hansen, 203.
Yeah. So we're all co-workers, James, Kyle, and I. Love them both. So Kyle coming out here, I believe the story is that Kyle sought this one out, asked to fight James. And I don't know if that was based off the win, or just because he wanted to stir things up at work. I don't know, but this is going to be an exciting match. So Kyle Hinkle, he wrestled at U of I.
And now welcome
Great
to
at
the mat,
takedowns,
James
great with
Hansen.
butterfly. Yeah, James got his work cut out for him. James Hansen coming out. What you have to realize about James, I just trained with James on Monday, and his coach, Victor, which is coming up next against Kyle's coach, which is Ben Buttars. And so this is both base and alliance matches, 2 in a row. So James coming out in the white here, a lot of respect between the two. James has unbelievable grips and very, very good takedown defense, good fight IQ. He's got a really good plan. He's just getting better and better. He's a silver medalist in Copenhagen, I believe 2 years ago in IBJJF. No slouch whatsoever. So this is going to be a really good match. We'll see if weight plays a factor. We'll see if takedowns stay a factor from Kyle. This is one of the most exciting matchups that everyone's been talking about earlier today of which way this is going to go, and we're going to find out in minutes.
Couldn't agree with you more, David. This is definitely a match a lot of people in the Treasure Valley wanted to see.
And grappling out of your red corner.
Fun fact, Kyle used to be a social worker, and James Hansen used to be a Hollywood grip in the Union. So James Hansen's worked on a lot of movie sets.
Very nice, very nice. The other obscure fact I'll throw in there is Ben Buttars, the participant in the next match, is in Kyle's corner. And Brad Bentley, who's in James's corner, is who Kyle beat in the last Northwest Submission Challenge.
Shout out to Tavuti LMS. We all work there.
Tavuti shout out. Here we go. Let's see if Kyle gets that takedown that he wants. I've been training with him all week on it. And Ben Hazuki.
Oh.
Stiff. Looks like James went to the collar drag, and Kyle just kind of stuffed it.
Yeah, smart choice. He recognized that it was going nowhere, and then he immediately pulled a half guard. So now Kyle's trying to pass guard. James super strong. You have to realize this. He's unbelievably strong, so he's going to get something in, and he does. He gets that inside butterfly, and Kyle spins right around. We got 10 minutes on this match. There's plenty of time to work, so you can't get gassed out. You can't overgrip. They both primarily train in the gi.
Definitely. Both are predominant gi participants. I've been lucky enough to be training with Kyle my entire jiu-jitsu career, and I know that movement was a big key to his planned success for this match. And I'm expecting to see a lot of movement out of Kyle and a lot of creating distance and creating the movement and not getting stuck and bogged down into to bad positions.
And they used to train together too. So one thing to note here is that Kyle and Django were training out of the base together before Django ultimately went and moved over as a brown belt to Alliance when Gigi Paiva moved here and set up Alliance Jiu-Jitsu out of Eagle.
Gigi's been a great addition to the Treasure Valley and the progress of jiu-jitsu for all of us.
That's been blown up. It's been absolutely tremendous what's seeing here. We talked earlier about how IBJJF has come to Boise, and that's directly as a result from Gigi. Brilliant move by James Hansen here to get back to close guard. He's going to set something up.
And Kyle's got to move faster. The game plan coming into this for Kyle was to move fast, use the speed. He's given up 20 pounds to James, and so he needs to use that to his advantage and not get stalled out inside James's close guard here.
Yeah, both got haircuts just a day ago, so I don't know if that plays a factor or not. Definitely not. It's ancillary information that is unbelievably useless.
No, it's a proper opportunity to give a shout out to at least Kyle's barber, Paige Friedlander being his barber, and Hair by Paige, I think, is her Instagram handle. And James looks equally high and tight as well.
It's good.
Very nice pass.
Yeah,
if he has completed it.
This is a good match so far. They're doing all the right things. I'm really impressed by James leading up to this point of being able to recover the guard, and we'll see if he can do it again. I had him in this position, and he can come up on top. So if Kyle can make sure and get this, because he has a sneaky take here where you grab the belt, and that's one of James's moves.
You see James with the left hand grabbing Kyle's right leg. That's definitely setting up a sweep attempt. Meanwhile, Kyle's got his left hand on James's right leg, trying to finish the pass and free his left leg. Kyle threatening the Kimura grip here. Don't know if it's just to help with the pass or if it's
I think it is. So this is cross-body control here that we talked about earlier. You got to get diagonal off the hip in the end, and it helps. So when someone's super strong,
exactly, right there. So Kyle using that Kimura grip and the threat on the arm is what allowed him to free his left knee and get the knee position over James's his knee. James has now just recaptured that knee position.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. That's bullshit.
Listen to Ben. Ben Buttars in Kyle Hinkle's corner, and coming up next against Victor Genovesi. Kyle's got to keep moving. That was the game plan. Game plans don't get stuck into stuff like this. He's got to free his left knee, get his knee above James's knee, and just start moving.
This match brought to you by A to Z Development. It's a Boise-based construction company specializing in all forms of residential, commercial, and industrial construction.
There we go. There we go. Both competitors getting to their feet, choosing to do that in a scramble as opposed to succeeding guard or giving up guard or conceding in any other position.
Yeah, I see Kyle coming out with like an advantage here as a result of that previous exchange. So we'll see how the judges cut it here, but
Kyle definitely wants to be movement friendly here. He wants to go for a takedown. I know he wants to. He wants to go for a dynamic takedown. His game plan was speed. His game plan was takedowns.
here goes one.
And like you said early, David, James has tremendous takedown defense.
He does. He's posting, and he went for a single himself. He went to go grab that leg.
Great defense by James.
It's really good. He's really changed over the last couple of years. It's incredible. It's pretty good. But you with someone that can wrestle through college like that, like Kyle's very good at these takedowns. So some of these might be feints before true takedown events. But when you have these arms posted, it's really hard. It's really hard because you can just stiff arm someone away. So you have to do is flare out the elbows in order to get to the angle that you want. And so we're either going to see a high crotch here or someone pull guard or a blast double or something, but I don't really see anything like a single leg happening unless someone gives up a leg.
Now, to your point, as James pulls guard, I was going to say I'd like to see Kyle flare the elbow and try a duck under, but James quickly pulled guard, brought Kyle into his closed guard, and is quickly working with the cross collar grip.
James has just incredible strength.
Keep your head up. Just walk your hands up again. Yep, 2-on-1 and stand. 2-on-1 and stand. 2-on-1 and stand.
His coach is calling Kyle to stand up to pass the guard. I would agree with that.
Oh, without a doubt. It's definitely honed in at the base. It's best to pass when standing, especially out of someone's closed guard, and all of us try and pass standing.
So it's very hard to eliminate that grip from James. I actually weigh more than James. I've got him from fight weight at 205. I'm about 15 pounds. He's just so strong. It's unbelievable. It's just he's got crazy grips.
Yeah, Kyle's in a great position now to maintain his posture, but kind of gave it up just now. I was surprised to see that.
It's hard. James fights for grips. Like, if you win the grips, you win the fight, right? And so James is very aware of that. And so he's affecting Kyle's posture for him not to stand up. And so he's using one hand to pull up. He's pulling deeper in there. So this can set up I think he's too deep for a loop choke, and I've never seen James do a loop choke, but this might go the distance.
Yeah, a lot of hand fighting, a lot of black belt positioning, both great competitors. They obviously know what they're doing. Kyle probably needs to create separation to win and to get the advantage, and James probably needs to keep him close. and to use his weight advantage to win.
I believe this is Kyle's last match, competitive match of his career. He's been through multiple surgeries, and I believe he made a promise to his mom and his orthopedist that he will not be doing any more matches.
Yeah, he's exhausted. We're just under a minute to go. Both competitors have their belts off. I know they want to finish strong. I know they want to give the people what they want. And let's see it. There we go, Kyle. These guys have obviously given it everything they can so far, but there's 45 seconds to go, and they got to dig deep to win. I think it's pretty even up till now.
Good move by Dom there.
Excellent.
Yep.
Here we go, guys. 30 seconds.
I think a takedown here gives you the win.
It's almost like either of them could win it.
Yeah.
In the next 20 seconds with an advantage, something. Some sort of burst, a takedown. Nice attempt by James there.
Yeah, he's really shooting him out. He's doing
Once
it
again. Oh, time runs out, and I do not want to be a judge in this situation.
No, I don't. That's what you want. No one got hurt. Fantastic match. Very well evened out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get with two great competitors. Very great defense on both sides, and just no one could just like really just get over the top of the other. And this could go either way, David.
I don't want to be a judge for this one.
No, by no means.
A bet to
All
fight duel on
ladies
the
and
right.
gentlemen, we went full time, so
Riley
we
on the
go
left
to the
from
judges'
SBG.
decision. Judges, raise your hands.
Unanimous for
We have
Kyle.
a
Once
winner
again,
out of
we've
the
not had a
blue
split decision
corner,
tonight. I don't envy any of the judges, and that was very tight.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, great
Well,
competition by both athletes.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
Okay, now Ben Butters, who was just in Kyle Hinkle's corner, has got to go from coach mode to competitor mode, and I haven't been in that situation, so I don't know how hard it
I
is.
think Brad was cornering for Django there.
That's so
For-
gross.
yeah, without a doubt. But Ben was in Kyle's corner.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
Ben's got to transition
We're gonna
quickly
stop just for
from
a
coach to
second so we can give
competitor.
away some stuff from
and I could
Datsu
only imagine
Sara.
how hard that
Bringing
is.
this on out here, we've got 3 bags and 2 gis that they're giving away. This is the first bag. These are the 2 other bags, and if you win the gi, they will special order it in your size. This is by Datsu Sara, so get your raffle tickets out. We're not going to give you a lot of time to make sure you have the winning number. All right, the first one is for the black gear bag.
Yeah. Here we go. Some nice raffle opportunities
Blake
for everyone right now.
Ayala. Blake Ayala.
I didn't enter, just figuring
Is there
that
Blake Ayala here?
that
They are really nice
Hey,
bags,
there you
though.
go. You have
Oh,
your winner.
without a
Come
doubt.
on down here and get your bag.
Datsu Sara hemp gear is phenomenal. I
All
did
right,
not
the
buy
next one is
raffle
for this
tickets
brown
assuming that anyone working the
HGFVC
event was not
bag.
eligible to win.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have won any of these great gifts.
Andrew Cruz,
Andrew Cruz. It's fantastic.
the Hurricane.
So, yeah, the Honduran Hurricane. is
Ayala. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Congratulations. Andrew Cruz. You
Yeah,
won
so
your,
I
you
believe
won a
that hemp
bag.
has antimicrobial properties. I might be confusing that with bamboo. But if you can get a hemp or bamboo gi, they're just tremendous. And Datsura does a fine job creating something that's of quality that lasts.
This writing is not good, but I believe it says Steinstruber. Is that you? All right, you
Yes, it
win.
is.
There's your bag.
There's your bag, Steinstruer, with horrible
All right.
handwriting.
There you go.
Those look
Congratulations.
fantastic.
Oh,
All right,
beautiful.
let's give away some gis.
Let's give away some gis. I want one.
I've got
There's
enough. How many you
special
got?
edition Gis, combat geese, or hemp
Total?
gear.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4, David.
That's it?
Yeah, I only have 4.
You have
John
discipline, my friend.
Babcock.
I only have 4. I've got
John Babcock.
I've got 3
Just hang tight
Moyas
right
and
over
1
there.
shorter roll.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right,
I'm
one
split
more,
between
one more key to give away
Fuji
from
and
Datsusara.
tatami. And then I've got 8 of them in various colors, black and white, 1 dark blue, and then I've got a judo gi.
Garrett Grenz.
Very nice. I will claim my
All
one
right.
shorter roll.
Hang
I do
tight right
have.
over here on this side of the
His
stage.
progressed from Ben
Congratulations,
Butters
you won
to
a
Chris
key
Bateman
from
to me.
Datsusara. Thank
Yes.
you to
All right.
everybody
And,
that purchased
I
raffle
hold that
tickets.
with. I don't roll with it very often. I have it more for nostalgic reasons. And,
we do
this
have
is a great
one more
opportunity
match
to
coming
say,
up, and it's going to be a hot one.
see you soon, Chris Bateman. As
All
he
right.
moves on to the
Let's bring on out.
to Taiwan.
I know you know
And,
the name.
It's not a goodbye,
Ben
but
Buttars.
we'll see you soon, Chris Bateman.
Yeah. So one of the black belts under Ben Butters, Chris Bateman, is moving over to Thailand, and he's going to be a jiu-jitsu coach for
Thailand.
a very famous kickboxing gym.
I did say Taiwan, but I definitely meant to say Thailand. Thank you, David. And, yeah, Chris has tremendous amount of Muay Thai experience, and he'll fit in well there.
Yeah, he trained with I'm what is the name of the lightweight UFC champion from Australia? Volkanovski. So yeah,
Yes.
Chris Bateman did train with Volkanovski. They're Instagram friends, which is wild because they've trained together. They sweat and blood together, getting after it over there.
Here we go, the main event. Alliance versus the base. Ben Buttars versus Victor Genovesi.
Ben Buttars coming off a win against an SBG black belt last year, a dominating performance, and he's back today
Victor Genovesi.
against Victor Genovesi. Wow, going wild. Victor, son of the co-founder of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu. Both of them, I believe, are 3-stripe black belts. Ben getting the better of the weight here, but not by much. It's not going to be a factor here.
From my understanding, this is the match everyone wanted to see. When Northwest Submission Challenge sent out a poll of like, who do you want to see? I think the top 3
Ladies and gentlemen,
want
it
to
is
see
time
matches
for
was
the main
Ben,
event
Victor,
of
and
the
Lucas, and
evening.
we're getting Ben
Sponsored
versus
by
Victor.
Energy
Yeah.
Group Construction. This is a middleweight title fight scheduled for 10 minutes in the black belt division.
I've asked so many people who thinks they're going to win. Not a single person can dominantly tell me who's going to win, even during intermission.
Introducing
No.
first.
Well, there's just so
Coming out of
much
the blue
respect. That
corner.
just shows you
He's
both
a
competitors
black
and the
belt,
respect
weighing
that
at
both of them have.
181.6
That
pounds.
there's just not an
Trained by
overwhelmingly
the base.
choice
From
by anyone in
Boise,
this match.
Idaho, Ben Buttars. And grappling out of your red corner, he is a black belt weighing in at 173.4 pounds, trained by Alliance Jiu-Jitsu from Boise, Idaho, representing Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Please welcome Victor Genovesi.
Prior coach of Alliance Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, it's great that the Genovesi family's in the Treasure Valley. We all benefit from it.
We do.
And it's phenomenal. I brag about it all the time, David.
It's fantastic. I trained with Victor on Monday morning. Victor's going to go to the death.
Yep.
He is going to. He was very nice to me because he's unbelievably good. But he's like, my friend, I am not going to be this nice when it comes to jiu-jitsu and winning a match. And Ben's such a nice. They're both so nice, unbelievably nice. But they both hold the same stoic as Victor pulls guard here. A stoic outlook, just true warriors, and this is going to be such a dynamic fight. And let's just see it played out.
Without a doubt, both fierce competitors, very technically sound. And the highest level of mastery of anything is being able to teach it and both are tremendous teachers of the sport.
That's a fantastic sweep by Victor. Just trying to search the back here. So he's going to get this hook in, and he's going to try and sink in with his right foot. He's going to try and sink that in. He's probably interesting. He's spreading his legs to prevent him from piking up. Now he's searching for it. Unbelievable.
I've seen Ben in some bad spots. He seems to work out of them. He's obviously in a bad spot here, but he's going to be patient.
Victor is just mauling him. Let's be honest. Let's call it how it is. It's like he's just dominating his performance. He has an answer for everything. He's advanced on it, and now he's on his back, one of the most dominant positions that could be had, fighting against the arm here. This is Victor's battle with just 2 minutes into the fight. Ben has a lot of work to do, but don't discount Ben and what he can accomplish here as he's escaping and making work of this. He needs to get his knees in front, and then we'll go neutral, and before you know it, we're going to get right back to neutral, and then maybe Victor will be in a back spot in just a moment.
Without a doubt. And Ben's the master of getting his hips under other people's hips. As I like to jokingly say sometimes, Ben could get his hips underneath an asphalt roller.
Victor back on top in a dominant position. He's in mount. So that he's got a deep collar here.
Deep collar choke with Ben trying to possibly isolate Victor's right leg.
Victor came off of a week doing a camp in South Carolina with Lucas Lepre.
Yeah.
So he is against one of the best training for a week coming into this fight.
Yeah, say less. Lucas Lepre is the GOAT to me. I went to the seminar at Alliance when Lucas was in town, and I think the world of him. And it was daunting to see when Victor did manage to go over to North Carolina, the Charlotte area, and train with Lucas leading up to this match.
Sorry, North Carolina, my bad.
Yeah, the Charlotte area. And a very wise business move by Lucas Lepre, which doesn't mean anything in this match, but very smart move by Lucas Lepre going to Charlotte. So we're seeing some great black belt jiu-jitsu fundamentals here. Victor trying to go north-south, controlling Ben's upper half. Ben keeping his hips off the ground and always bridging, framing, and about to reverse this and try and get Victor into his half or full guard.
This match brought to you by Peregree Group Construction, Boise-based general contractor specializing in medical, retail, and commercial construction. Check Perigee-group.com. Perigee-group.com. Great movement by Ben here. Try and get in. He's got an arm. Okay, he let go. I would count that as a submission attempt, and he's trying to come up.
Right before that, Victor had a really nice submission attempt, too, with using Ben's lapel against him and wrapping it around with the grip exchange, but Ben was very good getting out of that. But like you said earlier, here's Victor once again on the back, showing that he's potentially one step ahead so far.
I believe that he's got an arm underneath, but Ben's pretty low on him right now, so I think he can get him.
Yeah. Looking to get
Yeah,
out.
it was a tap. He did have that.
Oh, wow.
He had a cross collar. He had a cross collar grip. He got it.
Yeah, I did not have a good angle in that. That was a choke or an arm?
That was a cross. I believe it was a cross collar choke that he had. He had the far side lapel from the top seat belt, went over the shoulder into the lapel on the cross side, and as Ben tried to come up, he was trying to make space and unfortunately he couldn't get Victor's hand off of that, and that created a cross collar choke against him. I shouldn't say cross collar, but it was more bow and arrowy.
Yeah, here I am thinking he's going belly down arm, but he gets his left knee in.
All right,
to
ladies and
finish the
gentlemen, at
choke.
5 minutes and 9 seconds of the match, referee Dominic Galuccio stops the bout. Your winner by tap out due to collar choke out of the red corner, Victor Genovesi.
So while Kyle's coach takes the loss, Kyle takes the win. While James' coach takes the win, he takes
Congratulations,
the loss.
Victor. He is your new
1-1 there.
middleweight title
A fantastic match.
Yeah, without a doubt. I like seeing the two gyms split for whatever reason. It just shows great competition in the Valley. Hopefully these competitions continue between the Alliance and the base. And possibly we see Kyle against Victor next time.
So we have an argument to create here for match of the night. And so
Here we are contemplating it. I know early we talked about that Logan Taylor match. We both really liked it. Logan Taylor versus Rob Roy Lane. Tons
Correct.
of great
All
scrambling,
right.
tons of great wrestling.
Just to announce our winners for sub of the night and match of the night. Our match of the night was Rob Roy Lane and Logan Taylor.
there we go.
There you go.
And your
It looks like they
submission of
took
the
our
night
vote, David.
Is Victor Genovesi, our main event winner.
And Victor gets the sub.
Congratulations.
Yeah, as he should.
One more
Okay,
time,
very
Paragy
fitting.
Group Construction,
I don't think any
ADZ
complaints
Development,
here or any,
Petsusara Hemp Gear, Prehab Health, Athlete by Nature, Redefy Foundation, Idlewild Brewing Company, SBL Entertainment, Ageless Men's Health, Salter Health, and Element Labs. Thank you one more time to Northwest Submission Challenge for holding this event. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our after party is at Tap House, about 100 feet away. Follow me on
100 feet
Instagram
away.
at the MMA Announcer. Drive home safe. Good night.
And big shout out to Era Luna. Definitely follow him, Latin Boise. He's fantastic. From myself and Mark Woodall, we invite you to go to nwsubchallenge.com to get all of the updates. Northwest Submission Challenge. This will be on YouTube as well. Follow us on Instagram, Northwest Sub Challenge or NW Sub Challenge, and on Facebook, Northwest Submission Challenge. From Boise, from the Egyptian Theater, Mark Woodall, David Dickman, signing out. Thank you.
Have a great night.